And welcome, everybody, to your favorite live stream wrestling podcast on the internet today. It's time for Tooney Talk Wrestling. My name is Dis, a.k.a. Dis, Aka Dis, whatever you want to call me. And Marv is at a Christmas event tonight, taking his wife out and having a good time. So tonight I will be running the show, but I am not here alone. Contrary to popular belief, I have friends and I just need to find his intro. Here it is. Awful Wrestling.
Welcome. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous now. You couldn't even find my intro. Well, we're off to a roaring start.
So it used to be at the bottom, and then he moved it all the way to the top. So that means that you got a promotion, but it doesn't help. Last time I hosted, you were at the bottom there. But hey, guess what? We still have more people, guys. Oh, that's right. It's not just me and Awful. This isn't just this is. I mean, I could hang on a second. I could make it This Is Awful. We could you may throw this on here and we'll listen to some.
There you go.
Hang out.
All of a sudden,
get some. No, I can do that.
Marv is watching the show right now and pulling his hair out.
This is not This Is Awful. And instead, we have a third tonight, and he's joining us for the first time. If you saw it on Twitter earlier today, you would have seen. But if you didn't, I need to find some kind of intro. Oh, we'll do this. Alt Jake from Alt Jake Takes On. How you doing, buddy?
I am good. Thanks so much for having me, gentlemen. This is exciting. I'm happy to be here. And yeah, it's like This Is Awful, kind of. This works.
It's This Is Awful with Jake and possibly Kev. And I mean,
nice.
There have been more than one occasion when I have hosted the show, Marv has popped in before the end. So we might get Marv.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah,
just how fast is he trying to get out of that Christmas party?
Yeah, exactly. Marvin's at a Christmas party with his wife, and he's just like, "We need to get out of here." I don't
trust him.
Does he change into the fur in the car? Is he like the Superman? He's like changing into the fur when he's getting in the car.
Exactly.
All right. So I guess we'll show this. We'll do this. I know Marv likes these banners now. I'm not gonna have Tooney on here and do a Q&A because I can't do the voice, but we do have some super chats already. So let's take a look at them here. Remember, this is a show that is sponsored by you, and you keep the lights on around here. So if you want to give a super chat, you know how to do that. Also, make sure you drop us a like down there below the thing. But right now, we got you and Cumia. Is Dis taking over the show? No. I'm hosting the show, but I've done that before. I am not taking over anything.
He's trying, folks.
Yeah,
He's trying.
I've been trying. Me and Awful have been trying to out Marv for a year now.
You'll put me in the mix, okay? I hear that.
You're a tag team partner.
At two dis.
Yeah.
I can't do it by myself. What's the NWO? It's just Scott Hall. He has to have Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan with him. Which one am I? I can't be Scott Hall. I'm not cool enough to be Scott Hall. I'm King Kong Bundy. I'm Mabel. I was the one who Dave Meltzer reported was going to be a part of it, and then it ended up not being. All right. Well, thank you very much, Ewan Cumia, for your $1.99. And next up, we got Regina Sharp, Honor Sharp, for $10. Justified This Is Awesome chance for Flynn Hart Glomgold tonight on Tuesday's Tooney Talk Wrestling. This message is brought to you by... Why does he move everything all the time? This jerk. Let's see here. I'll get this right. It's gonna be right at the top. It should be right. Yeah, it's right at the top. This message has been brought to you by Glomgold. I'll try to do that. Always has been, always is, always will be. How was that? Was that okay?
It was okay. It was okay.
Not embarrassing.
Always has been. Always is. Always will be. Listen, I can't do that.
I'm just trying not to
Scottish
embarrass
accent
myself here. You know, I know what they want. I know what the people want, and I'm trying to give it to them.
Yes. Well, thank you, Regina, for the $10. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Regina.
Awesome.
Next up, we got George Captain. Hey, you know him, Jake.
That's my guy.
That's your guy. That's my boy right there. $5. Not so much a hostile takeover, but wanted to show my support. This gives you a good time. It gives you a good time to promote your stuff. Tell me what you do.
Yeah, no. So George and I, he's kind of like my partner in crime. We we do a regular podcast every week and then a live show on Thursdays. We're at Alt Jake Takes On YouTube or on Twitter. They're the easy way to find us. We do a recorded show every week and then a live show on Thursdays at 9:30 Eastern to review AEW because we know not everybody wants to watch that anymore. So we suffer through it and try to make it funny to watch. And then we do a live show on Sundays at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. As currently now we're still doing it on X as long as it still works. That app seems to be having some issues, but for now we're still doing it on there. But yeah, come hang out, follow, subscribe, give us a like. Every subscription counts. We are knocking on the door of monetization. So we're trying to get as much out there as we can. We're also on all podcast feeds as well.
Nice.
There you go. So
like a real show, we're almost a real show, Pinocchio.
So make sure you tune into that. And thank you, George, for your $5 super chat. We appreciate it.
Shout out George Capter.
So here's the thing. Regina Sharp for $20.
Wow, nice.
Justified. This is did she hit her head?
Yes.
Did she? Do I ready to get? Okay. Justified. This is awesome chance for Flint Heart Gold tonight on Tuesday. Tooney Talk Wrestling. I'll do it better this time. This message has been brought to you by
Glum Gold, Glum Gold, Glum Gold, Glum Gold
Inc. Always has been, always is, always will be. Sorry, intern has a stutter. She gave me a second chance. I appreciate that.
Yeah, boy.
It's a loving audience.
I needed it. You're understanding. You get it.
Best audience in the world.
We do. Honestly, we do. Okay. And by the way, if you are in the chat, Jake dropped a link to his YouTube channel in the chat. So make sure you sub to Jake.
Yeah, subscribe.
Our next one, CM with $5. Thank you so much, CM. So it's like AEW inmates run the asylum. Dis equals Tony Khan.
So we're one of the young bucks. Like, what the hell? That makes no sense. I don't want to be any of those EVPs, Omega or the Bucks.
I was gonna say, does that make me Omega coming over? I don't want to be him at Dash. Oh God,
Jesus. Help.
My back hurts.
Beep 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 beep.
So I do want to thank everyone for showing up tonight. I know Marv isn't here, but you're all hanging out with us, and we really do appreciate that. Make sure you drop us a like and super chat if you want us to read your comments on the air. But now I got to take that one off. That's the part I'm bad at, is taking them off the screen, because we have a lot to get into. I don't know if you knew this, guys. I don't know if you're aware of this, but John Cena, this is actually his last week as an active professional wrestler.
Jeez, you think they would announce that?
Are you serious?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
I know.
You think they'd promote that?
Yeah, really.
There seems to be a contingent of people on Twitter and other online spaces that swear that Cena's going to go to AEW so he can fight Edge. And did Jake actually have to take his mic away to laugh?
No, I just stepped back. I'm a loud person. I was known as Loud Jake at the bar I used to frequent in my 20s. So I get a little loud sometimes. That got me. That one got me.
I just love the delusion that he's going to go to AEW. So I'm sorry, but John Cena has signed a 5-year ambassador deal with WWE, if anyone was unaware. So he's not going anywhere in terms of going to AEW, but he is going to be going to Washington, D.C. for Saturday night's main event, and we have the entire card, and I kind of want to go over that with you before we jump into the interview. First off, you got the John Cena's last match against Gunther. I need to know your guys' thoughts on this, because a lot of people are not happy.
Really?
And
what aren't they happy about?
Yeah, because LA Knight, I guess, or Gunther is boring, I don't know. Here's what I think it is. I think it's people can't like things anymore. Like people just have to complain about something. You know what I mean? Like, or I guess they could just be big John Cena fans that don't want to watch him lose, and you know, he's not going to beat Gunther, right?
Right.
Does anyone honestly, Awful? Do you think he's going to beat Gunther? Do you think there's a chance in hell John Cena beats Gunther?
I got to tell you something right now, gentlemen. I'm half as interested in this match as I am with anything else, but I do believe. First off, I do believe Gunther might be going. But then again, we all thought that, a lot of people thought that LA Knight was going to go over, and it didn't happen. So who knows what's going to happen come this Saturday. I do know, like, some of the pageantry or specialness has kind of worn off ever since he lost to Dominic Mysterio. And I know that's not what they wanted, but it's just something that happened. Maybe they didn't read the room correctly. But I was all for Dominic beating John Cena. It's just that, I don't know, it's the wrong time. Maybe if he'd have did it 3 months ago, it might have done something. But as it stands right now, like, Gunther versus John Cena, okay. Yeah, I mean, Gunther's going over. How about that? Okay, I'm jumping off the ledge right now and making the bold prediction. Gunther's going over. All right, how about that? You can rewind it and all that dumb shit.
I think, okay, and I'll give it to Jake. Don't worry, I'm giving you Jake. But I think that it's the best option. I think that Gunther. Okay, if you give it to someone who doesn't have the stature that Gunther does, if you give it to a young guy, like a lot of people were saying, then it's almost a death sentence for a lot of that, right? Like Dom can get away with it because number one, it's not Cena's last match, and number two, it's in a real screwy way. So there's always that part of it that you can get away with. But
right.
like John Cena's last match could not have ended the way that Dom.
You're sounding underwater there, Dissy.
I'm underwater? What? No, I'm not. Am I really?
Little bit. It happened about halfway through that, yeah.
Am I good? How am I now? Am I okay now, or am I still bad?
Kinda.
Better,
But still
but not
not
great.
better.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
There you go.
That's
Now you're
better.
back.
Okay, good.
You just had to get mad. You just had to get mad.
Good.
Yeah,
I had to get
really.
mad. I had to get mad.
That's how figured works.
Yeah, I just had that been his last match, I understand why people would complain. John Cena can't go out like that. I do think Gunther's just going to beat him into a bloody pulp, and John Cena's going to pass out in the middle of the ring. But let's see what Jake has to say.
I agree. I think I thought Gunther from the moment Cena announced this retirement tour, I'm like, well, that should end with Gunther. That just makes sense. And for me with Dom, it took all 5 members of Judgment Day, including one of them being Liv, coming back to beat him, and they barely got him. So I'm okay with that as a loss with it. So I've been looking forward to this being Cena's last match as part of it. I think Gunther will beat the crap out of him. I think Cena will have a nice comeback. He'll get the 5 moves of doom, and then Gunther will kick out. And then see what I think will happen is that he'll almost choke him out, but they'll do the 3 arm thing, and won't let it drop at the 3rd one, and then come back. Looks like he's gonna make a great comeback, and then just gets power bombed and it's over. That's kind of how I think he should go out.
Okay, playing on the never give up situation, playing on what Gunther said, I think having Gunther choke him out, not making Cena give up, but that image of him passed out bloody in the middle of the ring, and that's how he loses, I think that would be most impactful. But Awful, you didn't sound like you were too keen on Gunther. So if you could pick anybody to do this, who would you pick, Awful?
Well, it already happened. Dominic Mysterio beat John Cena. And to your point, it was more impactful than what we're going to see on Saturday. See, what we're going to see on Saturday is John Cena's last match. Okay, that is the spectacle. Whether John Cena wins or loses is no longer the biggest deal. What is a big deal, and I kind of have a question for you guys, is will John Cena cry like a blubbering baby, or will he keep it together in those last few moments?
Jake, what do you think?
Have we seen him cry? Actually cry? I mean, even movies and stuff. I don't.
If there's ever a time to do it, it's Saturday.
That's exactly where I was going. I'm like, if I can't think of one, yeah, sure. That would be good. Plus, then I'm of the firm belief that from the convictions he seems to have in the interviews we see with him and all that kind of stuff, that John isn't going to come back and have another, like, he might come back and like come back and be like, he'll show up in Saudi, that's for sure, because they're going to pay him a boatload of money to do so. But like, he's not going to come back and have another match, even a tag match or anything with it. I don't think, mostly because he wants to make movies for the rest of his life. And I don't think he needs to be the size that he is to do that. He can slim down a bit and just be a regular actor.
Okay. Beard disagrees. Beard has been saying for a while that he thinks Rock is going to come in at the end and make him wrestle again. And with what he's been saying, I want to believe that. But John Cena also constantly says that he will always do whatever is best for the company, whatever is best for wrestling, whatever is best for WWE. True. And if he is convinced that one more big match like that is what's best for WWE, he might. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be a guy who's going to be pulled out by a Saudi paycheck. Right? Like, I don't think he's going to be a guy who's going to come back and do it for the money. I think he has to have.
You're going to be so surprised.
Well, I don't think he needs the money. That's the only thing I'm saying, is I think Cena's fine. Like, Cena was just on Pluribus or whatever that show's called. Pluribus. What is that called? Pluribus?
I don't know.
Pluribus? It's a good show.
Pluribus.
However you pronounce it. The new Vince Gilligan show.
Midwest high school education right
Pluribus.
there, folks.
No, that's like, how do you pronounce it? You said you don't know.
Pluribus.
Either. How do you pronounce Pluribus? I said Pluribus.
Yes.
That was the first thing I said.
Then you second-guessed yourself.
Pluribus? Pluribus.
Yeah.
Is this like San Diegans? I get confused.
It's one of them fancy words. We don't have those words in Missouri, okay?
Well, gentlemen, is he going to cry or no?
I think he'll cry on the post show.
Okay. I think he will, like, maybe like at like the right before he goes back to Gorilla when he's giving that like last wave, because it is gonna hit him. It really is. Like,
right.
I mean,
Platypus.
yes.
Sorry, that was funny.
Always makes me think of Dogma. Tells you God has a sense of humor. Just look at the platypus.
Yeah, I think it'll be the post show. I think that's when he breaks down. I think he will stay in character throughout the main one.
And if they do it like they do the last ones, where he's outside, where it's not like in a conference room, like it's outside in front of the crowd, in front of us, that could work.
Yeah,
because it's the crowd that's going to get him. I think the crowd will just push him to it. Because you see that with like athletes, like when like a baseball player on his last season, he gets the gifts from all the teams something the way like. Usually they're good through those, but when they have their last game in their home stadium at the end and they like tip the cap, if you play with the team for a long time, at least you get the breakdown. So I can see it happening.
Right.
Yeah. There's more matches on this show though. So Cena made it very clear. Yeah, Cena made it very clear that he wanted to do exhibition matches where people from NXT wrestle people from the main roster. And he apparently went and told all these guys to, steal the show from me. And so the big one is, of course, Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi, which I'm surprised about. When I heard they were doing the match about, the winner gets to fight Cody Rhodes in Saturday Night's main event, immediately you think Ricky Saints. That's his boy. He's going to bring him in. But they did Oba. And I know...
And they did the right move.
They did. Well, it depends. If they didn't do the right move, if Cody Rhodes is going to go over clean, right?
No. Oba Femi gets the shot. Why is this any different than what happened with Javon Evans about 3-4 weeks ago with Gunther? He lost clean
because Oba Femi is a monster.
Okay.
And to have a monster,
Cody Rhodes is their world champion.
That's true.
And the thing about Oba is he's had, I think it's like 40-something total matches in his career. Like, he hasn't wrestled that much. So that's why this works so well, because who else would you want to have wrestled him than Cody? Like, Cody can hold his hand throughout it and walk him through it step by step while making him still look $1 million. And Cody will just, if it's clean, he'll just steal it somehow. I wouldn't be surprised if the Masked Man is involved somehow, and that's how Oba wins, but we'll see.
Drew.
Yeah, as an NXT fan, we've been watching NXT and going over it a lot on our shows. We actually just did a live watch along for Deadline on Saturday, and Awful was there for it. Thank you for that. That was a lot of fun. I've been getting more into NXT, kind of being as a niche channel and a smaller channel. I wanted to kind of cover something that people weren't diving into as much. And my father was a soccer coach my entire life, and a really good one. And so I like watching people grow and get better at it and like improve in this stuff. And so I've been really getting into NXT. So I might be the perfect guest to kind of go through these matches with you because I've seen Soul wrestle a bunch. I've seen Javon and Leon Slater and pretty much Oba's entire WWE career I've watched. So I'm really looking forward to this night.
Thank you, Cody Duffy, for telling me my mic level's low. Hopefully that fixed it. I could see a lot of different things play out. I mean, you have the whole Drew McIntyre thing where they're still pushing that, and he is currently suspended. So him coming out of suspension to kick Cody in the face and let Oba win would make sense. You have Ricky Saints who could interfere, and that could be how Cody wins, and then that could eventually, because we all know that. Okay, I am now fully on board. The Cody Homelander turn is coming. Like, we're in the home stretch here, right? With all
I've
the
You think so?
Yeah. I think I've always said it's coming sometime late 2026, early 2027 would work. I would think for the time frame of it.
Right.
So I think it if they do it, they might not, but I just think they're gonna.
With all the talk, you have LA Knight talking about how people are holding him down, and every time he gets momentum, someone messes it up for him, and you have Drew McIntyre, using Cody's name in vain and saying straight up that he is corrupt. And you have Sammy kind of leaning towards it. There's a lot of there's somebody in this company holding me down. And the only person using a name is Drew, and the only name he's using is Cody. And it leads me to believe that we are getting to a point where Cody is going to turn. And, remember, Cody said that he was a heel in AEW for his last year in that company. Right? Cody.
Right.
So
Right.
the idea that he's been a heel for a long time and we just don't know it yet is something Cody loves to do. We've also heard Cody talk over and over again about how he wants his 4 horsemen group. And Ricky Saints, his buddy, and that would, so I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that it's going to happen by WrestleMania, but I'm saying I could see seeds planted starting Saturday to lead to that eventually. Because I do think that's where they're going, where eventually you're going to find out that Cody's been pulling the strings behind the scenes, and I'm guessing that they're going to tie it in where he was the one who made the deal with The Rock. That's the only, like, if you want to tie it all together.
If we have to bring back The Rock, I'm cool with that.
They have to.
Not?
I don't want them
just
to,
not?
but they're going
I know.
to.
I know.
It's inevitable. So
You
promoted
should
him
not.
on Monday.
Yeah, you shouldn't make Cody's heel turn so complicated. It shouldn't have a trail mix of clues leading up to his eventual turn. Just do the turn. You know what I mean? Like, don't make it like the pieces were in place the whole time, because now you're confusing the issue. Just make him lose a couple matches or lose his composure somewhere, and then he can just turn heel somewhere down the line. But this whole idea of, like, you should have seen it coming 2 years ago because we were dropping clues, I think that muddies up his heel turn, and it just overcomplicates. Kind of like the dude with the mask. Don't overcomplicate this shit. Just reveal who it is. I don't care if it's Theory. I don't care if it's Seth Rollins, whoever it may be. Make it simple for the mass appeal of the audience. There are people who watch about Cody heel ago, if that's where you want to take it. So do it in real time. Don't make it a bed of like, yeah, these pieces were dropped a long time ago. This isn't that story.
I disagree. And I disagree because I think that and it's, by the way, personally, this is not my kind of story. If on a personal level, I agree with Awful. I like the idea of just turning and being, but since the Bloodline, every single WWE fan has been complaining that things aren't like the Bloodline. They don't tell these kind of stories like the Bloodline. They don't have these stories.
Right.
And the Cody thing would be like a nice middle ground. I don't like The Rock being involved. I would never have The Rock being involved. I'm just predicting things, right? I wouldn't. Oh, go ahead, Jake.
I was asking a question. I just wonder, are the people that are complaining that Cody's not the bloodline, were they the same people complaining about the bloodline during the bloodline time?
These are the Roman. These are the Roman, you know, the stage,
the people that
right?
dress up like him and like point. Yeah, okay, yeah.
These are those guys. Yeah.
And
it's it's a large amount of people. I mean, it is a big amount of people. It really is. You can't deny it. And WWE likes to get cute every once in a while with their big stuff. You know, so like I don't. Okay, on the other, you talked about the Masked Man. I don't mind the stuff they're doing with the Masked Man because
it's simple.
And they're fucking with people. They're just fucking with people, right?
But it's also simple. It's not overcomplicating things.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, they want you to think it's Seth, but we all know it's not. So then there's the question of who it could be. You know,
I guess my question is the story, if the storyline is Cody Rhodes has been using political power backstage and now he's an asshole, how is that too complicated?
Because now everybody's going to be doing the whole like, well, this portion of Cody Rhodes' career doesn't really jive up to what it was going, like what he's saying that he was doing. You're just overcomplicating it. You're just overcomplicating it.
How?
There's no need to do that type of storytelling. It will be one thing because here, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why right now. Because they're not going to make the through line for you. They're not going to connect the dots for you a year and a half ago, 6 months ago. That's what they're of all the things that WWE will do, promote and all this, the vignettes and all that. They will not be able to make that through line and put it in a nice little bow. You're so much.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I just think why complicate it?
Because
kick a guy in the balls. You know, you're angry with somebody. Now you're a heel. That's how you do it.
But no, dude, I'm sorry. I disagree. I just disagree.
You're catering to you're catering to the hardcores. How about that?
No, all you
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about what if they were to do it in that fashion. They are catering to the long-term fans.
I think you can do both, dude. You can have Cody kick somebody in the balls and then reward the hardcore fans by saying, and you should have known it all along. You don't have to make that the entire thing. It's not like Cody's going to still act like a face when he's heel. You have a hard heel turn. You have him do something dastardly to be a heel. But connecting it to breadcrumbs to reward longtime fans, all that does is make it so the fans want to pay attention more. And you need to give the impression that you can't miss anything. And by doing the breadcrumb thing and where you have hints along the way, you can reward. There's certain people you can reward by saying, "Oh, you saw it from the beginning." But then your casual fan who comes to the arena to yeet, they're going to be fine with it because Cody kicked somebody in the balls. You know, you get both. You don't have to play it one way or the other.
So there's a middle ground. I think there's a middle ground in there where you can kind of place it to where some of the breadcrumbs are what's been slowly turning him. Like he hasn't turned yet, and then it finally all comes to a head, and he'll reference back to other things because. What is finally happening, it's still not much because he's still getting big pops from the audience. They're singing his song, but it's definitely less people this year than it was this time last year. You know,
how confusing would it be? This man turns down The Rock's advance to become like his protege and all that. John Cena kicks Cody Rhodes in the nuts. Explain all that. No, Put that all in context of how Cody Rhodes eventually turns.
Well, okay,
you know first off, and that's just a small example.
I mean, if you really want to get the Rock thing to work, all you have to do is film a vignette where it's like, here's what happened after Elimination Chamber, and it's Cody going to the Rock and being like, "We got him." Just some bullshit like that. But
that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't include. I don't think the Rock should be included. I'm just going.
You're afraid he's going to be. Yeah.
I'm just afraid he's going to be.
I'm with you there. Yeah,
I don't want the Rock anywhere near it.
Please just go make more movies. Just stay over there. Stay skinny over there.
There. I hope
you guys are putting a lot of trust in Triple H's booking for them to go.
In the middle ground.
Well, yeah, of course. But as far as making it a through line that's going to be comprehensive.
You don't have to. I keep saying you don't have to, though.
My starting point would be...
Did you not just say that Cody Rhodes' heel turn should have these things in place? It should have.
Yeah, but I didn't
go
say
ahead.
you have to go through and say this is this and this. You don't have to point it out. You have Cody.
Yes,
Rhodes
you do.
No, you don't. Why? Why?
It's because how are you going to justify Cody Rhodes' heel turn?
I just
when
said you still do the hard heel turn that you want.
Right.
You still do that. But then for the longtime fan, for the hardcore fan, they go, "Oh, you know what? That makes sense because he did this." Right? It's just
now it's up to, so it's up for the hardcore fans to come up with those vignettes and not Triple H.
I didn't say vignette. What the hell are you talking about, Awful?
You're talking about the hardcore wrestling fans. They're the ones that figured it out or at least seen some of the through. Why not? If they've seen it, why can't the casuals see it?
Because they don't watch all the time.
Exactly. That's why you don't do something overcomplicated like this.
It's not overcomplicated. Listen to me. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Awful Wrestling.
Go ahead.
I am saying you do a simple heel turn. You have him turn on Sami Zayn or some bullshit and make the simple turn. But then you've already done it. They've already laid the breadcrumbs, and then that's what I'm just saying. They're laying the breadcrumbs now. The casual fan can feel like they didn't miss anything. The hardcore fan feels like they're still smart. You don't, and then eventually maybe you could have Drew come in and be like, "I told you, I knew it all along," and that's it. Well, I'm not saying we're saying the same thing. You just seem to want to argue with me about it.
No, it's not that I want to argue. It's just that I think that the whole idea of even having breadcrumbs or lead-ups to Cody Rhodes' if the lead-ups are longer than I'd say 3 months long, don't even bring it up. Don't even use it. But if we see the shit starting to happen at the Royal Rumble and it culminates at a WrestleMania, that makes sense. Of course,
Right.
Yes.
I'm just saying that with the way they book things, the idea that they would have Ricky Saints come in and help Oba Femi win this match, and then 6 months from now, Cody Rhodes is a heel and starts a faction, and Ricky Saints becomes the guy, is not a crazy thought. Why is that too hard? They don't even have to be like, remember he helped Oba. It's just Ricky, he picked him because he's his friend, but we remember that he helped him beat Oba. You know what I mean? Like, that's all.
Consider the greatest of all time, Hulk Hogan, when he turned on June 7th,
July 7th.
July 7th of 1996. Was there a whole huge backstory of,
Yes.
Hogan? There was not.
Yes, there was. They said that Hulk Hogan had come to WCW in the first place to take over and do this, and that he had been planning this since when he got there.
Yeah, but
Yes.
did they put a through line through it?
No,
Hell
because they
to
didn't
the
have
F
one,
no.
because Bischoff came up with it on the spot.
Right.
But I'm saying if
They weren't really
had
big on
one-
through line. They were big on other lines in WCW.
Yeah, really. They were white
Other
and small and all
stand- yeah,
mirrors.
Heyo!
Similar to what's going on in AEW. No, never mind. My bad.
No, I'm just saying. You notice how WWE loves to do the breadcrumb shit, and I'm just saying that it seems like they're dropping little breadcrumbs for the eventual Cody heel turn. But if you don't like it, that's fine. I get why somebody wouldn't like it.
It's not that I don't like it. I just think it's going to be overcomplicating.
But like I said, they don't have to do it. They don't have to mention it when it happens.
And I still think this is why it doesn't happen. This is why I don't think it happens for a while, because I think it can kind of come more into. I think they're going to use the fan fatigue with Cody that's gonna eventually come with people. Not every fan is still appreciating him like they were, and eventually, he'll lose the title and things will happen, and he'll be more of a downward spiral. I think is what works best for him. But they'll use certain things to plant it. Like you could even say,
Right.
if you needed to, it started when people were cheering for Cena at WrestleMania. It was 50-50 with that crowd. They weren't fully cheering Cody like they had been. It's going to be something with that, because that's what he always ties to, and that's what they are good with their heel turns. Like Drew specifically, he's right in everything he says, but the way he says it makes him a heel, and so it works in that way. And
they did stuff. I mean, Vince did stuff like that. Go back to The Rock, and even if stuff didn't actually tie together, they would pretend it did. You know what I mean? They would be like, yeah, we hinted at that a long time ago. It wasn't. Well, they didn't really. They just made it work. But I don't think it's overcomplicated. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I personally think that there's a way to do these storylines where you can appease the casual fans and then
Right.
make the hardcore fans feel like smart guys. And I think that's what WWE likes to do. Is all I'm saying. They tend to like to tip their toe into that. We're making the, you know, and a lot of the chat says that like this is what AEW does. AEW does not do long, intricate storylines like this.
No, they're just going to call back to something that happened 7 years ago
yeah,
on another channel that you're supposed
they just
to remember.
expect you to remember one tiny thing that happened in 1994 that is good. This entire thing is based on. It's not a long, intricate breadcrumb trail. You know, they don't have that much planning or foresight. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I know that WWE likes to mess around like that. So you also got Sol Ruka versus Bayley. Jake, you take this one.
I mean, Sol Ruka is like the most over babyface female in NXT, and for damn good reason. She is athletically talented. She's gotten a lot better with her like character and on the mic stuff. Mostly it was just when she first came in, she was like making surfer vibes and doing moves, but she's in the last year and a half, she's gotten a lot better. And it had seemed like when she lost when they had her lose the North American title through Zarya because she hurt her knee, I thought she was going to be like one of those people like Cora Jade, who's got multiple knee surgeries and keep having issues, but she seems to be okay. And I feel like this match is kind of a good showcase because, in my opinion, she's going to be the one to take the title off of JC Jane at Stand and Deliver, the big NXT show that happens around on WrestleMania weekend. She's awesome though. She's a lot of fun to watch, and she's really, again, like I said, I love watching people kind of figure it out and watch it kind of click. Kalani Jordan's another one that's really figured it out the last 6-7 months. But no, that's the reason they're having this match. And again, with the reason they have Oba with Cody, they're putting her with Bayley. Like, you know, the only person that might be a better person to help her in the ring would be like Natty. But Bayley's perfect. True. She can coach her. You know what I mean? Like if she starts, speeding up, she can slow her down, take a breath. Let's do this. Right. And because Bayley's got the kind of crazy character and like the schizo stuff, if she needs to, she can like snap and be the full on heel in the match too. So that really works really well. I'm excited for Sol. I think this is I know she's been on SmackDown a couple of times in tag matches with Zarya, but as far as I know, I think this is her first like singles match on the main roster. And SNME is a big show, especially this one. Like this is going to be the biggest audience any of them have wrestled in front of for sure.
Yeah, so I'm starting to get the feeling that Bayley is becoming the new, not troublesome Moolah figure. I think that, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't feel like that's what she's going to be. She started doing these camps. They talked about her, like, being a part of management in the future. All the wrestlers call her Uncle Pam, or Aunt Pam all the time. Like, I think that she's slowly going to be the woman who kind of runs the women on the roster. I don't know. That's the feeling that I'm getting.
She's like the new. It's like Natty 2.0. It's like not quite Natty, like she's bigger than Natty at this point, I think.
You know what solidified her spot in this company is when her best friend rolled out and she didn't go with her.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, come on, guys. I mean, your best friend left the company, not on the greatest of terms, and you had to sit there and bite your lip, and you played the game, and you kept your mouth shut, and you did not engage in the tomfoolery. I heard that word today. But it's like, yeah, that's Bayley. She's a company person.
She's got a job for life.
Yes.
100%. Yeah, I agree. I think
she's also got a school. You know what I mean? So she can plug out all the future superstars all she wants.
And she's another one. Isn't it weird how AEW fans claim they hate WWE, but then whenever they feel like somebody's not getting used well in WWE, they beg them. Like every time Bayley posts something, you see, you should go to All Elite Wrestling. You should go be with your friend. You should go wrestle in AEW. I can't wait to see you in AEW. When's your contract up? And it's like, I don't think you get it, guys. Same thing as John, doing that to either her or John Cena is kind of ridiculous at this point.
John Cena is even more ridiculous because he's wrestled his entire career and he's not going to now go over.
So our last one we have is AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, or as Max calls them, Dragon Styles. because
right.
get it instead of AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Versus Javon Evans.
Hey, I get it.
Leon Slater. Yeah. See, AJ Lee's the easy one. He thought it'd be funny to go with the hard one. It's
All right.
pretty good for a 12-year-old. I'll give him that. Versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Leon Slater, TNA guy. So that's real interesting.
For now.
For now, yeah. I mean, all you got to do is watch Leon Slater for 5 minutes, and you're like, oh, yeah, no, that guy, that's a WWE guy.
So who's going heel on this match? It's going to be real tough to do the whole
I feel like
hope spots and cutoffs and all that.
This one might be the most AEW match you'll get on WWE because it will just be a lot of spots, but there'll be more psychology and there'll be more fun to it. But I think what might end up happening is that Javon and Leon might have a little bit of a rift, and maybe because eventually they're going to have a match or two series against each other too. But no, I think you could have a babyface because it's an exhibition. You're just trying to,
We have 3 babyface matches. No, I'm sorry. I take it back. Obafemi is a heel.
AJ Styles is enough of a pro to understand the style that he has to work for that match. So I imagine you'll kind of see Styles maybe take that on a little bit. I don't know.
Of course, he's going to be the ring general on that one.
And I think you're going to get something with Styles and Slater. I think that is where this is going to. I still think that TNA is going to bring in AJ Styles, and what better way to bring him in than to have him going against the current X Division champion. AJ Styles, the last year of his career, going back to his old company and winning the title that he made famous, or at least wrestling again for the title that he made famous, which is currently held by Leon Slater.
All right.
The story all just kind of wraps together nicely,
And that's why they're exhibitions. You don't have to have it be anything too major with it. It's going to be more of it's a showcase, and everybody knows that no matter how great of a match or whatever show you put on, the main event is the main event for real in this one. You can't steal this.
Yeah, really. This is a one-match show because I was just looking at the whole thing. I'm like, okay, not a lot of features. Excuse me, I take that back. There are features, but not a lot of people who are casuals who don't know that John Cena wanted these guys to show up on the show and all that. They're gonna be like, who? So I hope by the time Saturday rolls around, people have a fairly good idea of who Obafemi is, and Javon Evans, and Leon Slater, and Sol Ruka.
Yeah. Here's the I don't know. It doesn't. I mean, you mean by the time Saturday's over? Because I don't think
and before, because you do have to, you can still bring them in. Obviously, it's a one-match show, of course.
Yeah, yes. Remember, they had like 60,000 people in the ticket queue months ago when they sold the tickets for DC, and they just announced these 2 matches the other day. Yeah, they're Ticketmaster, like for concerts where they oversee. Yeah, there was a lot of people in that queue. I think
and
the number I saw was like 60 grand.
They opened up like 100 more tickets or something recently.
Yeah, because that's how they do it. Whenever they set it up, they realize where we can sneak in extra seats. Which for everybody, that's the rule. That's what I do now when I go. If I'm going to try to go to a show, wait till the day of and look because they're not that expensive. They're usually like $120.
Where are they at for Saturday night's main event anyway? Is it arena, stadium?
DC.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
I guess where the Capitals play. I guess that would be the Washington Capitals, the hockey team.
All right.
It's about 17,000 right around.
Sold out or what?
They opened up 100 seats or so a couple days ago, but I'm pretty sure they're gone by now. Yeah.
Gotcha. There will be no stage on Saturday.
Right. It'll be minimal. They've
sold over 17,000 tickets to the show. So there's no stage. But Leon Slater, he has a big opportunity on Saturday. Nobody can deny that. Like, say what you want about if people know him going in. Wrestling on John Cena's last show should be a goal for any wrestler, especially one from TNA, right? Like, you can't. But apparently WXW. People are upset because he's breaking a booking with WXW. They're like trying to make a big deal out of this. Like, this weekend's show appearance was agreed between WXW and Slater as far back as March. Like, come on, guys. Is there one person in the world who in the world would fault Leon Slater for taking the spot at Saturday night's main event over WXW? Seriously.
Hey, guy, listen, we want you to open for Jerry Seinfeld. But listen, if you've got to do that Chuckle Hut gig in Peoria, you go ahead and do that.
Yeah, no, this, and I looked it up just as of 12 hours ago. WrestleTix put out 17,366 have been distributed so far.
Yeah.
That's
So-
yeah, go wrestle there, kid, and then come back. Like you can make that up when you're more famous and you'll sell more tickets. Like why?
But no. Like, and this clearly, it looks like it's WXW going to Sean Ross Sapp and saying, "We've booked him since March. I can't believe he's taking this booking." Like, come on, guys, really? I don't. And it also might just be Fightful being Fightful. I don't know.
I was gonna say, what if the WXW guys are like, yeah, we booked him back in March, but we had to let him go for that. Great for him. That's awesome. And Sean was like, man, no, they're mad.
Wait a second, bro. Could you bring that graphic back up, or is it too late?
No, it's okay.
While it was said to Fightful Select that while WXW is fully aware of Leon Slater's busy schedule, this weekend's show appearance was agreed between WXW and Slater. So are they saying that they were agreed to, have Slater be on Saturday night's main event? Are we reading this all wrong?
No.
No.
I don't think he's because he's with TNA. WXW's just got to be a indie because TNA wrestlers are allowed to wrestle indies, and they actually do.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah,
AEW.
WXW is an indie company. They booked Slater back in March. Slater broke the booking to wrestle at Saturday night's main event.
Okay.
And it seems like WXW is trying to make a big deal about it. Or
Okay.
at least Sean Ross Sapp is trying to make a big
on
deal
their
about
behalf.
it.
Yeah.
On their behalf. Yeah.
Is that one of the
Gotcha.
companies he's wrestled in? Because I know he
Isn't-
fancies himself a wrestler.
Isn't WXW, I think it's a British company. I think.
Oh, good.
British company.
Good.
So,
I'm glad they got effed.
maybe not. I'm sure the chat will. Yeah, it's in Europe, mainly Germany. Thank you, Brad.
Okay.
Brad Becker, our good friend.
Brad's
Brad
awesome.
Becker.
We
Yes,
love
he
Brad.
is. Yeah, it's a
Wanting the guy to wrestle in front of, 16 people?
Right. Yeah, 17 people or 17,000 people.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting mad.
Why'd you focus? Why'd you focus?
Oi, Grove.
So, I just we need to get to some of these super chats. Thank you guys so much. We're going to get into a John Cena interview in a few minutes here. But we have Winged Moonlight for $2. Great to see y'all. Much love. Thank you very much, Winged Moonlight. We
Thank you,
really
sir.
appreciate it. We got you and Cumia for $4.99. Eager for Marv's announcement. As long as Trish isn't all elite, I am happy. Excuse me. Yeah, we've we're all looking forward to seeing what Marv has in store for us. Thank you so much, you and Cumia. We got Regina Sharp for $10. I think they're going to overbook this match and have run-ins galore with Gunther ending up helping fight them off, but only so he and Cena can wrestle clean.
Well, who are the run-ins gonna be?
Oh,
That's what
that's
I
a-
was thinking.
you
Yeah,
know
are
what,
they going to
though?
get all his old opponents?
There's something kind of interesting there, right? Like doing a thing, especially considering his matches that he had so far. You look back at his like AJ match and the Sammy match where he was doing callbacks. To do a thing where it's like, you could have Ziggler run in and you could have Ryder run in, like anybody who you can get a hold of to do a
God
run
damn,
in.
for what?
Again,
overcomplicating the thing, and I love you, Regina
not
Sharp, but yeah, that's
complicated.
overcomplicating it. I just said.
Sheamus runs out.
Is
Yeah.
that really? Is that? I think complicated.
What
is
are they
the wrong
running out
word.
for? To do what?
It's the wrong word.
To help Gunther win the match?
Overbooked would be correct. I don't think.
Okay,
I don't
whatever
think it's
you
too
wanna call it.
complicated. I don't think people are sitting at home and going like, "Wait a second, what's their reasoning for it?" I think people are going to be like, "Oh yeah,
Dude,
and
you're
also
not thinking straight.
you
I'm
got
talking
Michael
about
Cole
the
sitting
guy
there.
I'm talking about the kids who don't give a shit about storyline. They just want to see John Cena. I'm talking about people who are going to tune in on Saturday night, not even to watch Saturday night's main event, but they ultimately see John Cena. Oh, there's a graphic at the bottom saying like, it's his last match or whatever, and they tune in. You do not want those people to tune out
They're not gonna tune out.
No, they're not going to
They're
tune
not
out.
gonna tune
Okay.
out.
I'm not saying that they're going to tune out or not tune
Dolph
out.
Ziggler, no way, I'm out.
All right, well, make it make sense storyline wise. That's all
No,
I'm
I don't-
saying.
I
That's
said-
what makes it
yeah,
overcomplicated.
I said I didn't think it was a good idea, but I don't think that it's overcomplicated. I think it's over. I think it's messy. I think it's Vince Russo-esque, and I think that it wouldn't be the right way to put Cena to send Cena out. I think,
And there you have it.
That's what that's. So I agree that it's not a great idea, but I just think complicated. I think you underestimate people when you say things.
No, I don't. The wrestling fan, none of us do.
True.
Let's stop playing games.
True. Okay, you got Regina Sharp with another $5. Thank you so much, Regina Sharp. We really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. We know Marv's not here, but it's really appreciated. The Masked Man Unmasked, and it's El Grande Americano, the Gable version. Hat tip to Erica. That's Erica. I'm not going to say your screen. Yeah, that'd be funny. Is Gable ready? Is Gable better yet? I don't know. They said 6 to 8 months, so.
Oh, was it that long? Oof.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's going to be ready. I'd like it. I mean, I like anything with Chad Gable. So
yeah,
thank you very much.
he went out in like June, right? So it's been 6, but that'd be pushing it.
I'm guessing Rumble is when we see him, and I imagine when he comes back, they're going to be doing El Grande or something.
They're going to have 3 El Grande Americanos in that match. It's going to be the 3 faces of Americano.
I mean, that's like the most classic lucha storyline ever, right?
Right? Yeah.
Like you can't.
Kaiser comes out first, another one comes out second, and Gable comes out third.
They're basically doing a parody of Lucha Libre, and to do the most classic Lucha Libre storyline in a parody of Lucha Libre, whatever. It's fun.
At that point, it becomes the tip of the cap more than it's an homage at that point, especially with how much the Lucha Libre fans seem to enjoy it. So, I'm all for it.
It would probably be done in AAA too, I imagine. I don't think we can get much of it in America. Ezer 1987. Sorry, my glasses weren't on. For $2, new match added: Akadis versus Awful Wrestling. you can hear that every week over on Awful's channel if you want.
We'll schedule a match. It won't last long.
No, Awful's trained. I'm fat. That's not gonna.
Awful's trained and not fat. That's
so. You would queue me up for $4.99. Wrestling fans aren't smart enough to follow complicated stories.
There you have it.
Keep it simple. And then
you and we gotta talk. We gotta find out if we're both on the same family tree or something.
Regina Sharp for $5. Ugh, no like storyline. Make Ugg head parts hurt. Ugg miss old days when Ugg come out of what? We got both sides of the scale. There.
You say we might have a different match heading up here in a second.
Yeah.
We got both. Thank you so much, Regina, for that. That was funny. I like that one. And we got AEW Neckbeard for $2 Canadian. That's real money. I engaged in the art of professional wrestling.
What?
It's art.
You didn't see that? Did you see that this week? Everyone talking about the art of professional wrestling all of a sudden again.
Yeah.
It's great. And then
quite an art form.
We got. Why is it that when I say I do the real money joke, people act like I'm against Canada? When Marv does it, it's charming and funny.
It's all in the delivery, I guess.
Yes, it certainly is.
Again, I'm loud. I get in trouble with that sometimes. Like I wasn't.
Shout out.
I was just being loud.
Right. Shout out Neckbeards.
Yes, thank you very much, producer Neckbeard in the chat, hanging out with you guys. Pardon me. All right, so Cena did a lot of interviews. He did Chris Van Vliet, and he did the one on the WWE YouTube channel. Now, I watched the WWE YouTube channel one. I didn't pull clips because, number one, we don't have 4 hours to sit here and listen to John Cena tell long-ass stories, and number two, we'd probably get struck by it. Number three, there's not much to talk. I mean, it doesn't sound like Awful liked it. It doesn't sound like Awful enjoyed it.
First off, I got a question.
Yes.
It was a 4-hour interview on WWE's YouTube channel?
No, it was an hour and 20
Okay,
minutes.
it was only an hour and 6 minutes. Yeah. So let me just do a little backstory. This came up to me and was just like, there's a John Cena interview we should all listen to. So I listened to this thing. I couldn't have been more angry at the WWE and this. Who was the guy who was interviewing John Cena in the first place?
Tom Rinaldi.
Tom Rinaldi.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't care. I don't fucking care. Doesn't matter. If anybody watched that interview, It was so. What's John Cena going out for public office all of a sudden? Hey,
Sooner than later. Sooner than later.
Let me ask you this, John Cena.
Oh no, the whole thing was
How
scripted.
do you define success? I don't care what John Cena thinks about how he defines success or what he did when he was in high school. This was the most boring hour segment of all time, to the point where I had to double up the vocals because I was just like, oh, these guys have really got to weigh their words before they ask their questions. Like, John Cena, let's explore. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. Now, I wish I would have seen the Chris Van Vliet one in which you pulled the clips from, because I can only imagine. I know, we can't pull from WWE clips,
right.
But even if we could, I would not even want anything to do with that interview. It was so boring, folks. It was boring. I kind of liked it. Maybe it's because I was
interviews. That's how he is.
Yeah.
Was he like that on Chris Van Vliet, or did he give any sort of details on anything?
I didn't watch the new Van Vliet interview, but I watched the last one where they did it in like a white room where it looked like heaven in Bruce Almighty, and he was in a suit. It was like a weird, and it was like an hour long. It's a decent interview, but
he's a company
he
man.
doesn't say much. He doesn't. Cena will not.
Doesn't say a goddamn thing in that interview.
Yeah, he's
he likes
a company
to play both
man.
sides.
He's a company man, and I mean, look, he was the guy who did the. I mean, we have it, don't we? Where is that? Don't we have the him talk? Yeah, here we go.
你好，中国，这是叫希娜，我爱更尊重中国，更中国人。
Remember, it's that guy. Okay,
He is, no, and Boris said in the chat, he's a robot. Like there was a reason why the prototype character worked for him and only him, because kind of robotic.
I thought in terms of like telling. See, I went into that scene interview looking at it as him telling the story of his career, and I think it accomplished that okay. I think it did all right. Like I wasn't going in. I didn't think it was going to be a shoot interview. I didn't think we were going to have John Cena telling us stories about how Vince McMahon had sex with Shawn Michaels or
wasn't
anything
done
like
in a
that.
Ramada Inn.
We were looking for that disc, but we also, I'm not trying to find out the psychological workings of John Cena outside of the professional wrestling business, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just like, it was a whole bunch of coffee cup sayings like, you're really gonna be successful out there. I mean, you gotta work hard, and it's just like, we know that, dude. We know that, man. Tell us about, like, I don't know. Maybe I guess I was looking for like an RF video type shoot, but it just wasn't happening. It was just boring. It was just like, what in the Today Show is this?
No,
what
exactly
in the
what it was.
Sunday morning fucking programming is this nonsense? And to top it all off, he's wearing his outfit.
Yeah.
If you want to do that type of interview, 3-piece suit, please, John. Thanks.
This was the Barbara Walters interview. I mean, that's what this was. This was Barbara Walters sitting there, asking questions and telling the story. Like, I think, like, I'm going to show this interview to my kid, right? Because it's a real easy way to learn about John Cena. It's a real easy way to kind of get all the information that you need to know about John Cena's career.
As long as it's speaking through like those inspirational posters you see in like teachers' classes and doctors' offices, where it's like, you know, passion, and then tells you a really good description of it. Like, that's kind of how he speaks in those terms.
Right, dude. And I don't know. Nobody knows who the interviewer is. The man was more tan than Cena himself. Like, who is this guy?
I was gonna say a lot of people. Yeah, he's big in sports documentaries. I'm not
He does a lot of sports.
Sorry, I'm stupid.
No, they're not. I was like, they're usually like the cheesy, heartfelt ones that like are purposely. They're like purposely trying to like tug at your heartstrings. It's kind of like those like those on the road type of things where they're fine stories, but you're just like, dude, I'm not trying to sit here and cry on my phone at 2:00. Like, thanks guys, but I'm past.
Yeah, no, I mean, but John Cena's John Cena. He's gonna John Cena, and he did the
number junkies out there. That's the end of my calendar.
So, yeah, he
now, would you look at that man in a 3-piece suit, Chris Van Vliet sitting right next to him? This is how you should have did it with the Pulitzer Prize, Emmy Award-winning interview.
I don't know. Talk to Cena, man, because I guarantee if Cena wanted to wear a suit, he could have wore a suit. I guarantee nobody was like, you have to wear your jorts. Like, that's a Cena thing, man. And that's, like I said, Cena's the guy who, he did that whole Mandarin thing because he accidentally said Taiwan was a country or some shit. Like, he can't do it. He's always going to ride the line. And it's a lot of it here, too. Like, here, let's play this part.
Under here.
Are you able to put into words how you're feeling going into this last match?
Great. Truly great. We've been able to put programming that's held the attention of folks out there for a year. Been able to leverage individual intellectual property and create attention through things like the Time Is Now tournament. Stuff like that's important. Even when you can't be there, you're kind of helping get eyes on the product.
Okay, so yeah, look, like
you can see the little the gears twisting in his head, searching for every proper word on planet Earth. This is Chris Van Vliet. Now I'm sure John Cena has some sort of passing fucking understanding of who Chris Van Vliet is.
Oh, he's interviewed with him before, yeah.
Can you please loosen it up, John? Please. This is your last go-round, dude.
This is the new Chris Van Vliet, though. This is the one who interviewed Tony Khan and didn't ask him anything. Like, this isn't that
True.
guy. You know what I mean? Like, this
Is Cena's next movie role Ernest becomes a robot? Look at him.
Yeah, well, what's happening?
Jim Varney over here, man.
And the thing is, like, I don't even think that he is lying. I think that he is
Programmed.
He is programmed. He is saying he knows exactly the words that he needs to use, and he is using them. And they may be, like I said, I don't think it necessarily means he's lying. I think that this is the story that John Cena wants to tell. You know what I mean? So there's more here.
Gosh, I'm super excited about the 13th because
super excited.
They bought what I sold them. I would love for it to be, rather than just a tribute show, I want it to be a look ahead. And, I'll have my last in-ring performance. That is for certain. I'm not doing anything after that. But in doing so in the night, too, we're going to get big WWE superstars so they can say they were on the card in non-canon exhibition matches against the best and brightest we got in NXT. So
non-canon, he says.
So and he's still saying that was his idea. Like, that's still the thing, is that he pitched it, he got it, which is weird for him to say because he always says that he has no control over anything, and then he says he does. You never really know with Cena. You know what I mean? Like, he just kind of floats back and forth between that stuff. So
he somehow says both answers while saying no answer to every question. I don't understand it. I don't. And that's what awful is. Like, is he going to run for political office? I'm like, sooner than later, dude. That's happening. That is happening.
I think he'll do it before The Rock.
Yeah, and I think he would win before The Rock would.
Yeah.
What do you think Cena should run for, Awful?
Mayor of Westbury, Massachusetts. Start off small, bro. Don't think that your name is going to carry you to the White House.
He could do mayor of Boston. He could do mayor of Boston.
Sure, he could do mayor. Now, what's his platform?
I don't know. I'm from Boston. He wears the hat. People know him. I mean, I don't know.
All right, we got more. That was
here we go.
Just him talking about the tournament. So we got a few more.
It's gonna be all you think about, and your mind's elsewhere, and it's not in the moment.
Do you have a favorite match, not just from this year, but from your entire career?
Man, that moment.
Okay, what do you think he says? If you know, don't say. But what do you think he says? Favorite match from not just this year, but your entire career. Favorite moment.
I mean, for me personally, it's probably Punk in Chicago in 2011, but I don't know.
What do you think? What do you think he says? Awful. Seeing what Cena's been doing so far.
Let's find out. I really don't know. I mean, he could say a myriad of things. I mean, personally, for me, it was AJ Styles because AJ Styles,
So you're saying
they built up AJ Styles through John Cena.
The 2016 AJ Styles John Cena match? Yeah.
Went with Punk and Saudi.
Punk in Saudi. God damn him. Dude, he is really he played every string on that guitar right then and there. He was just like, let me make the Saudis happy. Let me make fans happy.
Yep.
Let me make CM Punk happy.
The WWE happy.
Let's make them all happy.
The only person who isn't happy with that answer is Tony Khan.
God.
But
Edge.
Yeah, Edge. No, but his reason, you'll love his reason. Awful.
I'm sure
That
it'll be
transcends
corporate.
wrestling, dog. That's that. To see cultures bridged, to see genuine forgiveness. Like, I'm watching a pre-show bawling. Like, it's a pre-show.
Why'd it mean so much to you?
Because, man, unfolding before our eyes is accountability and genuine forgiveness and, like, the bridging of cultural gaps. People who might not know a lot about each other or understand each other, getting along.
This is a man running for president.
He's gonna, you know what? Fuck that. He's running for the mayor of Riyadh. How about that?
No. Every time he says culture, I just want you to hit that apology video. I believe in breeding cultures together.
I'm surprised that he doesn't. I'm just surprised that he doesn't break out during this interviews and be like, make sure to like and subscribe. If you look below the video.
Yeah, really. Looks dead into the camera.
If it was on WWE's
Spay and neuter
YouTube
your
channel, he
dog.
probably would.
Yeah. Trifactor. Yeah. Subscribe right now. You'll get 3 meals for $49.99 a month.
Harmony through this one thing that we dig, wrestling. Like, what a global conduit to peace, excitement, happiness. There's, like, tribute to the troops. It has a strong place in my heart.
Oh, he's hitting all of them.
But favorite moment, I'm just glad that I was his opponent so I could be attached to that moment.
God
I
damn
love John
him.
Cena. I love this man. I love. He's so. It's like he's the perfect wrestler. He's perfect. You know what I mean? Like,
No, he's the perfect corporate shill. I think that's what
yeah,
you mean.
Which
yeah,
is
no,
the perfect wrestler for WWE.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you see why Vince
Yeah.
loved him. You see why Vince fell in love with this man, right? Like, he's never gonna mess up. He's never gonna say something stupid. There's a reason that studios get behind him, that Vince got behind him. Like, he's just he knows how to do this stuff. It just comes naturally to him, I think. So
Yeah, no, you're right.
That pre-show, dude. Oh man, that is what we do.
What the fuck?
He made that trip knowing
Putting
it was
over
gonna be
pre-shows?
well, no. It was
I know.
He's okay, yeah, awful. He's talking specifically about when Cena came, when Punk came out, and they had the kid do the thing, and he said he's sorry and did all that stuff. That's what
Which wasn't staged at all.
No, not at all. 0%.
Not even a little bit. Yeah, no,
0% staged.
easy, and knowing he was going to have to be accountable, and just leaned in, man. And like, in a moment, people were like, "Oh, I'm heard. Yes, I'm ready to forgive." Astonishing.
Okay, now there is something interesting that got brought up in the chat by Cleric of Chaos, and it's that he has dozens of millions of dollars, and he doesn't need to keep the work going, but he does. Is there a respectable aspect to that? The fact that he's not going out and dishing the dirt on everyone, and he's not going out and burying people because he can. The fact that he's actually putting people over, and like, I know it's funny and we make jokes about it because he's such a company man, but is that more respectable than like when we watched Honky Tonk Man bury everybody that he knew, or when we, like, is that, I don't know. That's why I say that I like it, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it.
It's more respectable. It's not more
okay.
fun. My bad. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's
You're
more-
fine.
Well, this is Honky Tonks is more fun for us, but
Right.
this is respectable.
What do you think, Awful? You think
He wouldn't make he wouldn't make me want to buy his book, because I think it would be more of the same. Like, if he had a 500-page book, I think it would just be loaded with platitudes and philosophies, and never really getting into the real meat of trying. Maybe not even throwing any dirt on WWE or any of its wrestlers or any of the experiences that he had, but can we please at least hear some of the experiences? Like right now, there's a video out there of John Cena and the late great Eddie Guerrero eating at a Chinese restaurant or an Asian restaurant. And in the video, John Cena poo-poos and shits all over the meal because he's got to eat shark fin soup, and Eddie Guerrero is sitting there laughing. Like, where is that John Cena? Because that John Cena is out there. It's on the internet. It's already like, can anybody of the interview type lighten this guy up and get him to peel away this onion of like, I am complete.
Go listen to the Joe Rogan interview. Rogan kind of did, a little bit. I was thinking about maybe
like this. John Cena's boring.
Yeah,
Seriously,
I was thinking about pulling some stuff from Rogan for This Is Awful this week. So maybe we'll get. I just didn't have time with everything else that came out.
well, if it's more of the same, you can axe that shit right now. Save your time.
He's definitely looser. He's definitely looser. So
Yeah.
we'll look. There's a little teaser, but
And again, I'm not looking for John Cena to like spill the beans on certain things, but damn, can you please, as an interviewer, go? There was this one time where something did, like something to open this guy up.
I don't think they give that to Chris Van Vliet anymore. I think that their relationship is soured a little bit. I think they specifically gave that interview to Joe Rogan. I think they did that on purpose.
To
I
who?
Think they thought to Joe Rogan.
Busting up a little bit.
Oh, Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Last week.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he got that interview. I think that the WWE interview we're telling his life, his story in wrestling, which I think is fine. I think this interview is a make good or like just something they have to do. I think a lot of the interviews you're going to get from now until Friday are going to be, this is what John Cena has to do. But I think that the big interview, the one that you apparently want, you got with Rogan, and I think the story tell it. Like this interview, the only reason I pulled clips from this is because WWE will strike us. He doesn't say anything new in this, you know what I mean? Like all of it is same stuff he said back there. So, but let's finish this up, and then we got one more after this short one.
And then to top it all off with like, I think we've bridged a gap here, and then for him to go out and smoke in the promo, like drop heat in gimmick, it was beautiful.
Okay, I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah, I'm sorry. I like CM Punk, but I don't think anyone is going to be like, man had bars. That
dropping heat.
Guy said CM Punk in Saudi Arabia. What about the CM Punk pipe bomb? Like,
yeah.
Any new insight on that? Of course not.
And he did say that apparently Punk during that promo stopped and said, I miss you already or something like that, and it made him emotional. So it might mean something to John Cena, the man. I can't be inside his head. There's a little bit
to be
here.
like, all right, what would you want?
So this is gonna kind of flow us into our next topic here. Let's listen to it.
I think what people are focused on is who else was in the ring in Elimination Chamber, right? You turned heel with The Rock and Travis Scott.
Sure.
Oh boy.
What was the original plan for the involvement of Rock and Travis Scott?
This is where like, who cares? Like,
no, stop, pause, right the fuck there.
I think.
Pause it right there.
That is, I don't want to say anything bad about The Rock.
See, and it's right there where I kind of lose some reason. I don't care if he's protecting a brand or himself or whatever. Dude, a question has been posed to you, not by a Pulitzer prize-winning, Emmy Award, but by a fan. Yeah. And this is how you're going to treat the answer? Dude, see, there's no humanity in John Cena. He's not what's up?
No,
yeah, he's not the type of guy that is going to show any sort of human quality when it comes to these interviews. And so thus it's boring. So if you're not going to give us anything that is, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I thought you keep giving me great transitions, but I do want you to finish talking. It's just
It's just like, dude, John Cena, you're a robot. And I'm like, after this, because Chris Van Vliet, to be honest with you, is going to be the best as far as that sort of like fan/journalist relationship. I mean, the other dude on WWE Network had no clue of the history of John Cena. Let's just face facts. That's why he was just giving those like real maudlin, and to the point where John Cena was just like, well, let me ask you this. What do you define as success? Because that's how boring the fucking interview was. But as far as Chris Van Vliet, like, he tried at least to try to peel the layer and the onion of John Cena, and it just wasn't happening. And now, something specific about the Travis Scott in the Rock interview, or excuse me, the Rock angle, you're going to give this real boring, like, here's your chance. You can say something, and no one would hold it against you. You can say like, wasn't our finest moment. And that's all you have to say, and at least you give us an understanding of how you feel about it. But you're just, whatever he says, because I didn't see the interview, but I just know it was middle of the road and terrible.
Yeah, it was. I mistook Chris Van Vliet for Ariel Helwani earlier, because Ariel Helwani was the one who did the Tony stuff. So,
right.
You know, he at least asked the questions, but he didn't get the answers. It doesn't mean that no one gave the answers, though.
With one other person, it was supposed to be a 3-on-3.
Okay.
And the day that it was supposed to be announced.
Is that Joe Budden?
No. Is it? No.
It is Joe Budden.
What's Joe
What
Budden
the hell
doing
is
talking to Logan Paul?
I don't know. I wish you would have set this up properly. You just threw Logan Paul and John Budden right in front of our faces.
I wanted the jump scare. I wanted the jump scare.
Okay, well, it didn't work. Keep going.
Wait, Jake was saying something. What were you saying, Jake?
No, I was good. No, I'm good. I was laughing about Cena just because that's what he always does. He just gives you. He kind of like almost like Tony Khan in a way, where he's just gonna say a bunch of words and say a bunch of things and maybe answer, but not really, but not say anything bad. Yeah, it's just it's like political training.
It is Joe Budden. It's been confirmed by the chat. Wow. Okay, so here we go.
He didn't show up, and I think what happened is, my guess is, he probably realized at some point that it's really physically demanding, really hard,
It's a lot of work.
and a lot of work. It's probably too much commitment for someone who is a rock star of his caliber.
Yeah.
Like, Bad Bunny loves it and like put in the time and like became a good wrestler. Wrestling is a lot about navigating pain. It all really hurts, and some things hurt less, but it all hurts. And so I think a lot of people think that the mat is like bouncy and soft. Like, I certainly thought that before I got in WWE. And
Anybody ever been in a wrestling ring?
No, but I don't believe it's soft.
You ever been in a wrestling ring?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I've been in a wrestling ring one time. I did not take a bump. I was actually there to watch my my friend/roommate do some training with some other wrestlers. But the most I've ever done was touch the ropes and walk into the ring. Oh, no, you know what? Back in the day, I was a part of a jazz band, and we went to the Spectrum, and we were supposed to do like what? The national anthem.
Okay. At the Spectrum?
Went to our music direct. Yeah,
Really?
Came to the arena. I'm sorry. What the fuck was it? See, anyway, the man told my music director, he was just like, don't like make too much movement in the ring because it's just very bouncy. So yeah, that's the only time I was ever in a wrestling ring, and it wasn't WWE. I completely fucked that up. It was not a WWE ring. Sorry.
I was in a WWF ring when I was like, 8, way back in the day. And I do remember it being fairly, like, even at that age, I thought, this is kind of bouncy, but then I was in an indie ring, and it was hard as fuck. Yeah. So I can't speak either way. But I imagine Logan Paul, considering he's pretty honest about the whole Travis Scott situation, probably isn't lying about that wrestling.
the first time I touched the canvas, I was like, when do they bring in the trampoline mat? Like, no. I'll go, okay, but what about the prop chairs?
No.
There's no prop chairs. And I'm not saying this. This is real. Like, it hurts, and I think at some point Travis probably realized it's pretty hard. I would like to see him make a real run at it.
Got it.
You know, but I think that's what happened.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Why do you want to see Travis make a real run at it?
Oh, damn.
Because he can make money with it.
I don't think he actually wants to see Travis make a real run at it.
Imagine these wrestlers back in the day been like, you know what I'd really like to see in the ring? Bob Newhart. He'd be awesome if he took
That's
a
your
bump.
comparison to Travis Scott is Bob Newhart.
I mean, or whoever, like any celebrity, name him.
That's what I don't understand, though, is that clearly this is like it's becoming more and more obvious that the situation was that it was going to be The Rock and Travis Scott, and The Rock was pushing for this whole thing, and The Rock just said, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to go make a Scorsese movie. Have fun, guys. And left him holding the bag with nothing to do. And, like, how The Rock knows wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, The Rock grew up in this. And how can he not see it? It's got to be malicious. I can't think of another reason than he just wanted to screw over John Cena's whole thing. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
Have you ever considered that maybe The Rock simply just overthought everything and it wasn't really paved with bad intention?
So you're saying it's like how we say we're going to do the Monet Meg next week, and then we run out of time and we can't do the Monet Meg.
No, I'm not saying anything like that.
No,
I'm saying
like,
that
it's like
it's
that.
better. It looked great on paper. It looked like it was amenable to everybody on paper. Then the execution fell a little short.
Okay, I see. Okay. So you're not saying that it's just like he wanted to do it but then couldn't. You're saying he wanted to do it, tried it, and it just didn't work?
It wasn't working, and he backed out.
I think Rock also overestimated how much reaction he would get. Like he got some, but even when he came back, it dwindles out because nostalgia hits less every single time. Every hit, it's gonna hit with the same thing. It hits a little bit less each time, and that's
Consider as well what happened in Philadelphia not so long ago when Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble. And The Rock lifted up Roman Reigns' hand and was completely perplexed at the reaction. Because you know why? The Rock wasn't really into wrestling and wasn't really reading the tea leaves correctly. The Rock has the ability to do that, not read the tea leaves correctly. So he did the same thing again, thought it would work. Because, of course, remember, didn't he show up in January that same year and, like, did this thing with Jinder Mahal? And it went over huge. And then he started doing this nonsense where he thought it was just too good to fail because he's The Rock, and he got a little slice of humble pie when it didn't work out his way.
Yeah, no, I think, but my question, I guess, is at that point it becomes, should The Rock stick around and make it right, or is it okay for him to just bail so he doesn't look bad?
Bail so it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Not only he doesn't look bad, it doesn't look bad.
How
you
does
bring
it
in
not
The
look
Rock
bad?
for this Saturday because I've been checking out Neckbeard's assertions about like The Rock coming back for Saturday night's
I'm not
main
talking
event.
about that. I'm not talking about that.
I know, but
ahead.
I'm saying The Rock in appearance at all from here on out, unless it's under the auspices of Paul Heyman's writing or a group team. Bro, you've got to just be the act. Don't try to overwrite. Don't even come with your ideas anymore. Let us write you because we're the ones in the trenches 52 weeks a year.
Right.
And we know what the audience is going to poo-poo on and not poo-poo on.
I agree with you 100%. I think the main detriment to The Rock has been being able to bring in Brian Gewirtz and throw the whole thing up in the air. Right?
Yeah, not going to work.
It's not. He did it. He tried to do it with the whole Rock, Cody, Roman Reigns situation. Didn't work. He tried to do it with John Cena and Travis Scott and him, and it didn't work. And I think at this point, if you're, I assume in the WWE that the guys like Paul Heyman and Triple H know this stuff, but I wonder if Mark Shapiro and those guys understand.
Nick Khan definitely does not. He might now. Maybe the second failure, Nick Khan figured it out because he is a numbers guy and he's smart enough to see that. But that's why he was brought in. Like that's where they're like, oh, we're not selling enough tickets in Toronto. Because it wasn't a complete sellout. You had like 40,000+. There was enough people there. You didn't need to bring The Rock on and ruin the end of the show. But that's what Nick Khan took it. That I mean, they're just looking at the dollar. That's why they canceled the house shows. They don't look at that as being important to it. That's the only clip I've seen of Cena on Rogan where he talks about how like the house shows are a good thing for wrestling. You can figure stuff out in front of a smaller crowd, but smaller crowds don't bring TKO in any money. So it's how they do it.
Yeah, and you can see like they try, right? Like they're like, well, NXT needs them though, right? NXT needs the house shows, right? We need those still, and they're like, okay, fine, you can do those, whatever. But
we don't care about Florida.
Yeah, it makes me wonder: is The Rock going to continue to be this annual thing that comes in and kind of everything gets thrown away? Because he really did, and I believe in my heart of hearts that he ruined an entire year of storytelling with his little bit that he did.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, he certainly did. But your assertion was that he purposely did it, or he had some sort of.
Well, that's the question I was asking. I was asking that question if it was purposeful.
No, that's my answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it was purposeful. I just think he thought it would hit bigger. I think he thought it was going to be the biggest thing and go super viral, and people were going to care. And he came back and saw everybody on Twitter like, boo, that sucked.
Yeah.
And then he just was like you said, he's like, oh, all right, well, I'm out of here. These guys figured it out. And
pick up the pieces.
Yeah, because it was like it was definitely going to be Logan, or it was definitely going to be Rock, Travis Scott, Cena. That makes perfect sense as a trio. Rock drops out. Okay, you can still replace it with Logan Paul. That makes sense. But then I'm sure Travis Scott was like, well, whether it was because he didn't want to do the wrestling or whatever, he's probably like, well, Rock's not in it. I'm not in it. We're out. And then just hit on with the shit real fast.
I have a theory about Travis Scott is that he realized he was going to have to get a receipt from Cody. It was just like,
oh, yeah. That and yes,
you guys have fun with that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
yeah. So I don't know. So if you're TKO, what do you do with The Rock? Because you can't tell him no, right? He's on the board. I mean,
I think you can tell him no with the numbers.
Yeah, dude, you can tell him no.
Like maybe okay, if he really needs to make a comeback, like okay, fine, we'll have it happen in Saudi. Like it doesn't happen this year for this Mania. You can, because in Saudi it might actually hit and might actually work, but it's not needed in Vegas.
Personally, I tell him, look, we want you for you versus Roman. When you're ready to do that,
there you go.
Let's go.
Nothing.
But
we don't
until
need
then. Until then, if you want to come in and promote your movie, fine. If you want to come in and drop a people's elbow on, Tozawa, sure, we'll do that. Yeah, you can do that. But you're not messing with Cody and Drew and these guys anymore. You can come in and work with our.
Oh my God!
That'll
be heaven. I just hope to God that this motherfucker wins the Golden Globe Award, so we don't have to see him for another at least 2 years.
That would help.
It would help. I don't think it's gonna. I think he'll win the Golden Globe, but I don't think he's gonna win the Academy. I think he might win the Golden Globe, but I don't think.
Thank
he's
you.
Win the Academy Award. All right, so let's go to a few more super chats here. This show is powered by you, so if you want us to read it on the air, go ahead and drop us a super chat. We got Regina Sharp for $2. I know that reference. That was a long time ago. I'm sorry, Regina. I don't know what you were talking about.
She was talking about how you gave props to Max for naming
yes.
the tag team.
See? That's what I did. Thank you very much, Regina Sharp. And she gave us more. She gave $5 here. Marv's not here, so it's pantless party for everyone. Whee! Would not miss it for the world, guys. Who's wearing pants? We all wearing pants? What are you rocking?
I got shorts.
Awful. You got shorts? Awful. What are you wearing? You wearing pants?
I've got Adidas pants on right now.
Adidas pants?
Yeah,
Yes.
I got like Nike basketball shorts. I live in Phoenix. Like it was like 73 here today for the high. Like it gets chilly at night, but we don't. No, this is my time of year to shine. Talk to me in 6 months, I'll be sweating bullets. So this is like the good time of year here.
I'm in my PJs. I got my PJ pants on because I didn't. Yeah, so I'm dog sitting. Parents went out of town, so they brought the dog over, and
I was just about to ask you, what are you doing right now?
What am I doing right now?
Talking to us two goofs.
And keeping a cat away from fighting a dog. But I have to keep going outside, and it's cold outside, so I'm not wearing shorts. I'm in my pajama pants. We got more from Regina Sharp, $5. I'm sorry, but I can't see Cena running from office. Dude, it depends. If he continues to be as big of a movie star as he is right now, sure. But if it starts waning, I mean, The Rock was looking at running for president until he started getting in with Scorsese, right?
He made a whole TV show about it.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of...
Matt Morgan ran for office and won. Glenn Jacobs ran for office and won. Jesse Ventura ran for office and won. Did we expect any of those gentlemen to be running for any sort of office?
Jesse a little.
Did you expect Jesse Ventura to become the mayor of Minnesota?
Governor.
Governor. Excuse me.
You broke my brain. I used to always forget that Kane is whatever he is in Tennessee. I'm like, Kane? I still remember when he talked like this.
I didn't see Jesse winning, but I did see him running
for
anything he could.
Both sides of the aisles needs a popular person in the forefront. The most popular person on one side is AOC. The most popular person on the other side is Donald Trump. They need both of those people need. This is a popularity contest. Who better to be a part of the Republicans or Democrats than having somebody like John Cena in your coffers?
Or running right down the middle and doing exactly what he does.
Independents would be fucked. John Cena could run as an independent and get 2% of the vote.
Whoever he runs, if he ran for any party, it would be independent because he's not taking a side on anything. We got more from Regina. Oh, go ahead.
He's got me thinking the AOC, Donald Trump. I'm like, I don't think either one's the mask man, though. So
no, of course not.
We got Regina Sharp, $5. Hogan had all his warrior ethos bullshit. Cena is low key a bullshit Buddhist.
Now that makes sense. He does now strike me as an Eastern religion type of guy.
Yeah. I thought this was gonna hit the Chinese thing again.
No,
I'm not. Yeah, whatever. No, when he said warrior ethos, the warrior ethos. I mean, I heard it only that part of it. I thought it was the was it Destrucity? What the Ultimate Warrior? His ethos. I didn't say that Hogan's ethos.
Oh, that was Well, Hogan, I don't know. Let me see. Let's go back. Let me go back here. Hogan had all his warrior ethos bullshit. Yeah.
I had my earphones up. All I heard was warrior ethos, and I was just.
You thought that just Trucity?
Yeah.
We got Shadowfire for $2. Legit. I don't know what y'all expected. It's John Cena. Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, that's what John Cena does. He plays it right down. I think we're just more. I'm kind of impressed. I think Awful is just tired of it. But I'm always impressed to see the dance. You know what I mean? That always intrigues me. So, Awful, you're just tired of it, though. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No, I was just asked to watch an interview that was some sort of interest, and I just knew what I was getting into. And by the end of it, I was just angry that I fell for it again.
Up, dude. Speak up.
I did speak up. Something. I did about half hour ago.
Valid. Yeah, that's when you got to put those at like 2 times speed. You're like, all right, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to get through this shit.
I told you my honesty.
That's what I always do.
Yeah, especially for those.
And Sharp, $5. Regina Sharp for another $5. Thank you so much, Regina Sharp. We really do appreciate it. Wow, I guess y'all couldn't see my Cena joke, guys. No, we got
because it was overcomplicated and we're wrestling fans, just like I've been told you.
What's going on?
Not smart people.
We're just 3 guys on the internet. We are not smart. We're just here to have fun.
Doesn't Regina Sharp have like 3 goddamn degrees, and she's going to try to like.
Brilliant. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
All right.
Dopes on the internet.
So we got a few things that we need to touch on here before we get out of here. We still got about 25 minutes or so before we get to 9 o'clock. So let's go at it. AEW, man. Should we go to AEW or should we go to the Masked Man? What do you think we should do first? AEW or the Masked Man? Should we? What are you thinking? Awful. What do you think? What do you want?
Let's go with the Masked Man.
All right.
Yeah, I was trying to transition us earlier. That was my move. Yeah.
I want to get your opinion on this, Awful, because there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk here, right? This is the Masked Man from Survivor Series, and this is the Masked Man on Raw. Survivor Series, Raw. So a lot of people are saying that they're not the same person, and a lot of people are saying I've seen people saying like, oh, you know what? That's a black guy. I can tell that's a black guy by the way he's walking or something. And the other one is like, I guess the other one is impossible to be a black. I said by
Jesus Christ.
I don't understand. That's O'Shea Jackson said, like a bunch of people were saying this.
Yeah, I did see a retweet of that too.
A lot of people were just like, it's
from one of the bigger accounts. Yeah.
I just thought when he jumped in the ring, I did say this looked like Montez Ford. It had nothing to do with him. It has to be. It's just because he was taller than this guy was, right? Like that guy is not as tall as this guy, right?
Is this like doing the Charlie Day meme where he's got the strings and the
back
wall
and to the left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back and to the left.
You guys understand jokes. You're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
So
no, I've seen a lot of this too, where everyone's like, it's not the same person. That I hope whatever it is, I hope Unreal shows it so that whoever is so gung ho on their answer is wrong.
Awful? Do you think they're the same person? Who do you think it is? Let's hear your thoughts.
You know what it is? I hope it isn't the same person. In fact, I hope the next guy who's in this outfit is 7'4".
Yep.
Like just really play around with people's minds, because this is already, and I've seen a couple of tweets out there by people like, this is already starting to get long in the tooth.
I saw that too.
And it's like, okay, it's not getting long in the tooth, but I can completely understand, like, because remember, you've attacked, who did this dude attack? He attacked.
It's been 2 times.
Punk and Cody.
It's
been twice, both this week. It was like within a week of each other.
2 weeks.
We know it's been 2 times. But I'm saying, like, if you guys are going to go into the rabbit hole and talk about the size differential between this guy and, like, because this guy back then was 5'10", this guy seems to be 6'1", and he does a mean savant kick. Like, if you guys are already going to go on this goddamn rabbit hole, you might as well just play it up. You know what I mean? And do this for the next 6 weeks. But if you're going to do it for the next 6 weeks, now you might as well have the guy be 7'3". The next guy should be 3'4".
Otis.
The next guy should be fucking fat. And, you know what I mean? Yeah, really play it up.
No, it should be Omos next week, Otis the week after. Really fuck with people.
My whole point was showing that they're different people. Is saying I love that they're different people. I love that they're messing with people like this.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious because everyone was like, "Oh, it's Austin Theory," and they push their glasses up. It's clearly Austin Theory. You can tell by the way he climbs over the cage that it's clearly Austin Theory, and we know that he likes. And then one person said Montez Ford, so they're like, "Okay, fine, let's put Montez Ford under there. Let's throw him out there." And then he goes out there like, "Oh, it's clearly Montez Ford. You can tell by the way he moves his legs that it's clearly Montez Ford." Next
damn tribal Keiths, man. Tribal Keiths. I know. It's what I saw. No, the thing is, I'll admit, I immediately, when I first saw it live, I thought it was Austin Theory, just because that made the most sense of where his character could go. But then also to remember in the scene, like Punk looks at him like he knows who he is in the eyes. That's the only reason I'm like torn on maybe like, I don't know who it could be that Punk would know. I don't think it's Jericho. That wouldn't make a lot of sense because there's no way Jericho can climb a fence not once but twice. That's just not happening. I'm sorry.
I think it might end up being Jericho.
I could see that. It wasn't Jericho the first time because we
know
no.
It definitely was not Jericho.
He's not climbing any chain links. Ricky Saints would actually make a little sense because they had some stuff in AEW too, and he would know him. But Ricky Saints hadn't lost the title yet by then, so that wouldn't make any sense really. So I just like that's the thing. That's the point that like that struck me more than who the person was, because I knew immediately with wrestling they could put as many people as they want behind there and reveal with whatever they want. But the fact they had Punk look him in the eye and look like he saw a ghost, and Michael Cole even said it. That's the only reason I'm like, what's that about?
And really, despite Awful's mocking of me, the whole reason I brought it here was to give Awful his flowers. Awful was the one we on our Survivor Series post show. Awful said it should be the guy who came out tonight has nothing to do with who it should be in the end.
Right.
Whoever was wearing the mask. And it's so funny to see everyone who just they have to be right. You know what I mean? It's like they have to be right. It has to be Austin Theory because they said it's Austin Theory.
Right. That's those people that
you're one of those people.
I don't get mad. I don't get mad about it. I
say you get mad at it. You just want to be right.
I like predicting. It's fun. I think part of the fun of professional wrestling is trying to guess what they're going to do and stuff like that. But if I'm wrong, I'm happy if I'm wrong. I enjoy being
that's
wrong.
the difference, and that's the difference in it. Because I'm the same way. Where I'll make a prediction, say what I think could happen. If I'm wrong, okay, cool. Like that's fine. I mean, if it fails, then I can laugh at it. But there's people that'll like legitimately get mad. Oh, it wasn't this and it wasn't that. Calm down. It's just. Do you get mad? Do you get mad when like I don't know a turn happens on Breaking Bad that you didn't see? Like I don't know. Just calm down, guys.
Yeah.
People that get so
like.
mad.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna deny that I'm a suburban nerd wrestling fan who likes to predict things, but I'm also not the guy who's gonna go online and write 12 pages about how they were wrong because they didn't do what I wanted them to do.
And then you know better. Yeah. I
like,
know everything.
If it's entertaining, I'm cool with it. I do like trying to predict things. Also, you're more predicting what's gonna happen in real life, though. You're more like. I'm being analytical.
I've got a prediction.
The numbers. What's your
We're all going to die.
Yo.
What?
On a long enough timeline.
But ultimately, this storyline, it appears, again, it's like, see, I guess the underbed of all this is trust in Triple H's booking. And I'm on like the 40-60 ratio with Triple H right now. It's just like 40%. It's just like I have faith. The other 60%, I'm like, nah. Something tells me this is gonna go wrong. It's gonna go sour somehow. And again, if this particular storyline is set in stone, then it would be good for the company to have the person who ran in at the Survivor Series to be the same guy that's kicking. Rey Mysterio. So don't do the idea that I've got in mind. Stick with your game plan. But I'm telling you right now, this better be highly impactful if it's going to be Austin Theory. I can hear the lack of pop right now when he unmasked and it shows that it's Austin Theory. Then you got to do 3 works worth of like building Austin Theory up to make it seem amenable for it to be palatable for those who have sat by and watched this go down for however many weeks or however many months, if that makes any sense.
I'm with you on Triple H. I do think this feels more like Paul Heyman. This feels like Paul Heyman's voice doing this stuff. Paul Heyman is the guy who would make different people dress up in costumes to go out and do that. And then the storyline in the end would be that Paul Heyman did that on purpose and was trying to fool people. That seems Paul Heyman's, he likes being super clever like that. I'm kind of buying into your Jericho thing because Jericho in the Vision, like taking the Seth Rollins role while Braun Breaker leaves to go be his own thing kind of makes sense to me, or at least make that the intention of Jericho where he was trying to come in and be the leader of the Vision or something. He seems like the asshole who would do that. And, and I mean, if we want to get in, I mean, this is, I guess, a good little segue to this crap. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but on Instagram, Jericho posted this. And then,
I saw him posted that on TikTok, and then immediately his page was like, we've reached 2 million views on TikTok or something like that. I'm like, really?
Yeah. And then USA Network posted this today. And then WWE posted this today.
Dude.
Hair,
I hate to sound like a producer. But you've got to read these tweets for the audio only fans.
Oh, I mean, there's nothing on them. These are okay. I guess I should explain. Yes, you're right.
Right,
You're right.
yeah.
I apologize. You're right. Okay, so the first one was a picture of the Jericho countdown clock. It says, it just says it's nothing. It's just the Jericho countdown clock. The second one is USA posted a picture of Chris Jericho where he won the title against the night that he beat The Rock in Austin. It was 24 years ago today. And then the third one is WWE posting about when John Cena got drafted to Raw and Jericho did the what's it called? What was the
highlight reel?
Highlight reel. Yeah, that was the highlight.
Took me a second too. I came up with it when I said it. It was right there. Yeah.
This is starting to become the worst kept secret in professional
right, but
wrestling.
This is all online. Like there's so many fans that aren't online.
Right.
So that's
sure.
Too. That's because we see when they make online references or jokes. There's portions of the audience that get it, and also too, the higher the ticket prices go, the less more internet fans are going to be able to afford to go.
I got a question for both of you guys. Are we interested in seeing Chris Jericho make a return to the WWE? Sorry.
In one way and one way only. He makes a return. He's not in the vision. Like, I could see that working, but then he's going to stick around. Like, he comes back at the Royal Rumble. He gets in a feud with somebody. He goes into the Hall of Fame. He has one more Mania match. Goodbye. That's it.
Tried and
That's
true
the
formula
list.
there, Jake.
Yeah.
Tried and
We're
true
talking
formula.
January through April, May. Like, that's all I want. That'll work. If he sticks, go be an ambassador, whatever. Great. But
do your talk show. Come in and do a highlight reel every 6 months.
Or what is it? Talk is Jericho. Make it one of the WWE podcasts that they do on, like Stephanie's and Jacob. Perfect. That's a great idea. Just love it. Yeah. All of that could work out great. He comes back. Prodigal son returns home, but doesn't stay too long.
Yeah, that's how I would want to see it. I wouldn't mind doing a. I mean, I think you need a storyline. I don't think I don't think it's. Because I think if you do too many of the I'm coming back to retire things, you got Cena, you got AJ. They're talking about Brock now. They just did Goldberg. Now they're going to do Jericho. Like, you can't just keep doing where your entire storyline is. I'm retiring. Like, that can't be the entire story. So Jericho's the perfect guy to come in, and WWE. He tends to be okay with looking like an ass. So the idea that maybe he came in
setting.
Right, like maybe the idea that he came in because he thought he would be able to lead the division, but Braun Breaker's too big now. Some bullshit like that. Throw something together that's better than I'm coming back so that I can retire and go into the Hall of Fame. I don't want to see that. I don't need another.
I agree on the story. I just don't want to see that much of Jericho. Although I will admit that I feel like under WWE, he will be in the best possible shape and stay in best possible shape and not be, the learning tree and controlling his own stuff. He won't be able to write his own promos. So
let me be clear. I don't want to see him past WrestleMania. I want him to retire at WrestleMania. I just don't want the entire storyline to be I'm coming back to retire. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because they've even had people try to do it and fail. Was it Jeff Jarrett? Was I'm going to go and retire, and then we haven't seen him since. Yeah, no,
right.
We don't need any more of that. You're absolutely right.
Well, you asked the question, Awful. What do you think? Oh,
he's on mute. I was looking the other way. I was like, "Oh, what's he gonna?" Oh, never mind. Bathroom break.
Yeah. So we had a lot of stuff there with Jericho. We'll ask Awful when he comes back, unless he doesn't know he's muted, which would be hilarious. But while we're waiting for that, let's see here. Nope, we don't have any more super chats. Okay, while we're waiting for that, I will talk about. I really don't want to move on though. I want.
Well, no, I mean, the thing with Jericho, he gave us a B right back in the chat. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, but no, I mean, the thing with Jericho is like, and this won't be most of the WWE fans because we've seen it when they reference AEW, less people get those references than get the internet references. Not many people watch, so. Maybe people won't be as sick of them as we are because we've had to watch AEW and deal with this stuff. So maybe it won't be as. But I mean, there was nobody I got more sick of in AEW the last year, just because he was always on and doing the same stuff. But we won't have any of that, so we'll see. I mean, maybe you can have somebody, and then like it can be at the last minute they add the stipulation to a retirement or something like that. Like it's not the storyline.
That's why specifically. Like I said, I just don't want him to come back specifically to retire. Now, Awful, you asked us the question.
Sure.
So what do you think? What do you think about Jericho coming back and being involved and stuff?
I hate it. I hate the idea of it. I hate the fact that it's like we all saw it coming so long ago. We knew that this guy wasn't going to spend a lifelong tenure in AEW. We all knew it. And the fact that he proved us all right, there's no satisfaction in it because it also proves to us that he is a money grubbing, like I'm just going. He's encapsulating everything about Chris Jericho that we've already known about Chris Jericho. Yeah. He's all about himself. It really had nothing to do with the company. When I saw that man walk up on stage at the AEW press conference way so long ago, I knew then I was just like, oh yeah, he knows how to work these stupid marks into a frenzy. And he knows how to play this game to the point where it's just like he's just going to big time his way right back into WWE. And stupid WWE is going to bring him right back with, like, what's he going to bring to the table? Is he going to bring in the 500,000 fans or the 500,000 viewers from AEW? Like, he's not going to bring anything. He's not going to bring anything new to the table. Keep this for the youth. Let him get his Hall of Fame speech. Maybe one match, but please don't put him in a program. Thank you very much.
Oh, and see, I think a short program, Rumble to Mania, would be fine.
Yep.
To get
Okay, great, wonderful.
Couple of promos, couple of matches.
Yeah, I don't think
Mid card, put him against Sheamus. How about that?
Perfect. That is great.
Loser has to retire. At least we'll get one of them
you
gone.
know what I would do? Honestly, what I would do is I'd have him lose to LA Knight. Because then you get LA Knight that big win that everyone says he needs.
That big win.
You know what I mean?
From Chris Jericho. Sorry,
we don't think that. Jake brought it up while you were peeing or whatever. Okay. We don't think that because we're WWE. I mean, we watch all wrestling. We're not strictly WWE fans. There is a whole mess of people who have no idea Chris Jericho has been killing himself in AEW for 3 years, or 5 years, or 6 years, or however long it's been. They have no exposure to Jericho Ozempic. They don't see that guy. They only remember Y2J. So to bring him in for 3 months, have him put somebody over, you could still do that for like 90% of the WWE audience.
I mean, we saw that after the All-Star game.
AEW way too much credit.
Yeah. Well, we saw that after the NBA All-Star game years ago when they still had like when they were still in the 700,000 or 800,000, and people were like, "Oh, I thought Jericho retired," and that was 3 years ago. Less people have seen him now, and you hear it from the audience when AEW is referenced. It's like 5 people in the upper deck are like, that's funny, because nobody knows, nobody cares. That's why George and I do our review show of purposely going through segment by segment so you can know what happened on it, but in a funny way and not have to actually watch it.
This also lets me know that Tony Khan is not a hardcore wrestling fan. I don't know. I don't care who you are, folks. You see Chris Jericho coming to you with even with hat in hand, like, please let me in. I know this guy isn't loyal. We all know he wasn't loyal. Like, how did you get marked out by Chris Jericho, Tony Schiavone, Tony Khan?
Well, him too.
Yeah, him too. Like, like you all got marked out. I don't understand it. You should have had that motherfucker sign a 20-year contract.
I thought he did. Didn't they say he signed a 10-year contract like 3 years ago?
Lies.
Exactly. No, there was something where he signed a very long-term contract, but it also had like an out thing where he could. I don't know. It was weird.
Dumb.
All I know is I hope Jericho's coming at me with hat in hand and not something else. Is all I'm gonna say.
I was talking. So I will say, Mole is very convinced that he's gone. That he is going to WWE, as you can probably tell from Mole's posts.
Right.
And I kind of brought up to him. I'm like, here's the only thing, man, and this is weird because I'm sitting here trying to tell Mole, like, I don't know if you're right, but it's my only thing is that who was the first one to report the Jericho stuff? Does anybody off the top of your head? You want to take a guess?
Was it Fightful?
That was going to be my guess.
Not Fightful.
Yeah.
Who was
Was it Web is Jericho? Like his own website?
Dave Meltzer.
Oh.
And we all know that Jericho is a huge Meltzer stooge.
Yep.
Right. Like he's been for years. So this, in my mind, could still be Chris Jericho trying to milk every dime he can out of Tony Khan.
It could be true.
I mean, it could be a negotiate, yeah.
Let me put some context. AEW Mole put out a tweet in which he put the Y2J graphic up there, but he also put a series of numbers, and it was like 1,600 hours away from whatever is supposed to be happening is supposed to happen. The date came out to February 16th or 15th. My question is, when is the Royal Rumble?
I mean, probably something. I mean, because it's in Saudi, right? I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, but I think it's like February 2nd.
I was gonna say it's because they usually do it between the NFL like NFC AFC championship games and then the it's February 1st. No, that's
there.
This
You go. I was close.
no, that's this year. Now I'm looking. I gotta look at next year's. No, because they usually do it between the games and the Super Bowl. It's usually
January 31st. January 31st.
Is it January 31st?
Okay.
All right.
So in that respect, Mole, is not predicting that he'll show up at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, because that would be Saudi. That would, I mean, it's the Saudi Rumble this year, so
Right.
that would be. So.
Oh, and you know what? We're not even considering the idea that this is just a Saudi thing. This is just Saudi wants Jericho, and they're going to help WWE pay for it. Like we don't.
Saudi is Jericho.
I think they like. I mean, that's
And
the
he
time.
likes the money.
They wanted Yokozuna. Okay, so there's a possibility that there's still Jericho-holics over there. You know.
Yeah.
Wasn't there somebody else that was gone too that they wanted? They said, yeah, Jesus.
What if you're Triple H or Nick Khan? What do you want from Jericho?
Why bring him in?
No. What do you want? What would you like to see Jericho do? It's the first thing that I would have him do. You've got to flame on one of these. I'm bringing in Stone Cold Steve Austin to interview him, or somebody, and have him just completely disparage his tenure in AEW. That's got to be in the contract.
You think so?
Well, I mean,
if I'm bringing, like, it's just like, what's the upside to bringing Jericho, except for the fact that this man was somewhere else for a long time, and now he's coming back, you know.
Nostalgia Pop and Hall of Fame. They want those, I would think, too. But I think.
I think there's part of it, too, where every notable name you take away from AEW is it knocks their percentage down of getting any TV deal ever again. You know, like
True.
Like Jericho is a name, like it or not. Executives are going to, if they hear the word Jericho, they might remember back when he was in the WWE, and they go, "Oh, you have that guy? Okay, yeah, we'll on the Hallmark Channel, we'll give you a spot." But if Jericho's not there, and then they gotta throw like, well, we got John Moxley. John Fox, Adam Copeland, you know, like remember who's Adam Copeland? Edge? Oh, so he's Edge. No, he's Adam Copeland. But,
Tony Khan opening up his trench coat. We still got Adam Copeland over here.
Yeah.
Got Adam Copeland. Got Tony Storm.
We got some Christian Cage over here.
Yeah, Christian. Remember Christian? Like that's the thing. Is like
Jericho, how about a sniff of Mercedes Monet?
No.
Jericho is a name that they can bring up, and so. Anything that hurts them, and I'm not talking about hurts them in the minds of the fan. I'm talking about hurts them in minds of getting like deals. And Jericho could be the difference between a Tubi streaming deal and not getting a Tubi streaming deal. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
It could always be a little, and they're petty. So. And
that's those are the backdoor dealings. I'm talking about the upfront, in your face public interviews that you would have Jericho do. Like, yeah, you got to say something about why you weren't here.
And Jericho doesn't have an NDA too. That's one of the big things.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Like, he's like the only person of that name and regard that did that much work there and was around stuff that
gentlemen
not on an NDA.
It's the same dude that was just like, we're gonna be beating Raw in 6 months. Yeah, you got a receipt for that one coming, my friend, for that dumb, idiotic comment. That's what I'm saying. Like, you think Nick Khan or Triple H are gonna let him just come in here and you know, not mention or not throw a jab at AEW? Yeah. In fact, that's half your paycheck right there, my friend. Like, yeah, listen, we'll give you an extra $500,000 because you've got to, like, we got to put these motherfuckers in the dirt.
I do absolutely also think that they would, in fact, post things on social media to make it look like Jericho's coming, just to make sure Tony Khan has to pay about $5 million more than he should.
If it is that part, yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
I thought that when you said that, I'm like, well, if they're still in negotiations, WWE will just, even if they're not going to give him, just drive the price up. Why not?
Yeah, even if they have no interest, just make that fool spend his money. You know, because we know Tony Khan wants him. Because Tony Khan would not be kissing his ass still if he didn't. Like, at most, he'd be like, yeah, I mean, we have a good relationship with Jericho. We hope he resigns. But no, he's not. Like, he's like, we want Jericho as a foundational member of our company. And he's all elite to his core. You know, like, he keeps going on and on about it. And, you know, it'll be funny if he just ends up back in AEW.
Yeah.
Because what's he going to do also? Like, what's left? He has nothing left. I mean, he has, at least in WWE, like I said, he could appease LA Knight fans or some shit, you know? But, like, I have no idea what he's going to do if he goes back to AEW besides, hold their titles. You know, like, what else are you going to do?
He can find 5 more people to appreciate him. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yoy.
Talk about a dude who's not going to be bringing anything to the table.
Jericho.
I mean, it's the nostalgia and the Hall of Fame.
Understand the
There's
nostalgia.
people that love him, but yeah,
T-shirts.
yeah.
T-shirts.
It'll be
He'll
a
sell
nice
t-shirts.
small run. Yeah,
He'll sell
That's
a
about all
lot
you
of
can have.
Y2J T-shirts, and they'll be able to release. That's another part we totally aren't thinking about is
The
putting him
library,
in the video,
yeah.
putting him in the video games, selling his T-shirts, making action figures, having access to do that stuff again. It does mean a lot to WWE to be able to tell their history in its entirety.
But as you can see, they can do that with or without him right now.
Well, they can't but they can't capitalize on it. They can't sell a Chris Jericho action figure from the night that he beat Austin and Rock, and that's what they care about. They don't care that they can post it on Twitter. They want to be able to make money. And the only way
Make
to
a new
capitalize on
DVD
it,
with a new The Life of Jericho.
something,
Yeah, break the wall down. There you go.
Or it really
Make a stock series of it.
Jake brought up the Talk is Jericho thing, which is exactly in their wheelhouse to do a podcast. Because Austin isn't doing his regularly anymore, so throw Jericho in there. He'll do it all the time. I mean, it's I think that the least Jericho is offering WWE is wrestling. I think there's a whole lot of stuff outside of wrestling that Jericho, and outside of in-ring wrestling, meaning, like I said, the video games, the merchandise.
Yeah,
what
the
be a good
podcast makes a lot of sense on video. Because if you've seen or like heard his podcast, I haven't listened to much of it, but it seems to be like he's doing it like in a hotel. Like it doesn't have a lot of production value. He probably wants that, and he'll do that for the rest of his life.
Here's how you use Jericho. You have him show up at NXT and try to big time Ava as general manager. And there's like a 6-week program. It ultimately turns out that, Jericho tries to wield his influence because of his big name to try to get Ava out as general manager. That's probably the best thing that I can come up with off the top of my head with Chris Jericho.
You just made my stomach hurt a little bit awful.
Hey.
You know who Jericho's bestie is, right?
Who's that?
The Rock.
There you have it, and that's why you do it.
That's why he's coming back too. Because the whole time I was sitting here like, I never understood why they would want him back, but if the Rock's being like, you got to bring him back, I mean, he's on the board. It's like,
is Rock bringing back people just to get under? Like he's bringing back all the people that got under Triple H's skin or Triple H didn't like, and it's just like bring them back, put them in the Hall of Fame.
I think so. Yeah.
Good grief. Next up, Del Wilkes, the Patriot.
The Patriot. Wow. Jesus.
Oh my God.
Who else did Triple H bury?
Ahmed Johnson. We're gonna bring.
Ahmed Johnson.
I mean, but who didn't bury Ahmed? I mean, like he
buried himself.
I was just gonna say that. I'm like, he kind of just Great. Google it.
Oh boy. Yeah. All right. I think that's a show, guys. I think we did good here tonight.
Oh shit, we already good. Nice.
Yeah, I mean it's past 9 o'clock. So
breaking news.
Breaking news. Ricky
Saints turned heel.
Yep.
Yeah, he pulled. I had it on my TV on the background. I muted, and Javon. They moved the Javon Evans and Oba Femi match to tonight, and Javon had him pinned, but Ricky pulled out the ref, which is good. Ricky needs to be a heel. I think he's a better heel.
He's better as a heel. So
he's better as a nice indie heel.
You do not like him at all. I get it.
Absolutely.
I think he's got a great mid card talent in him, and we'll see.
I'm with you, Jake. I don't see him as a main eventer, but I'm okay with him in the mid.
Doesn't have the look, gentlemen.
I just can't hold AEW against people. Like if they can wash the stench off, it takes some time, but they can. Look at Lexus King.
Look at Ethan Page.
Yes, yes. That or just that picture of Cody, Punk, Jay.
Yeah,
like
out of all of them, out of him and Lexus King and Ethan Page and all of the jumps, he's definitely on the low end of my list. He's probably bottom of the list, but in a mid card heel role, it wouldn't bother. He's no worse than LA Knight to me. That's
I can see that's a good comparison, actually.
And LA Knight is apparently the greatest wrestler on the face of the earth and deserves to be the champion forever or something.
Unless he was champion for 2 months, and
what
then
is
I'll be
going?
mad
Can
at him.
before we end the show, can I fucking complain a little bit? I am so sick and tired of seeing everyone acting like LA Knight is the second of coming of God in the wrestling.
You saw 7 tweets, and I saw those same 7 as well. And it's just like
my entire timeline is filled with this bullshit.
Yeah,
all those people are pining for attention, pining for the like, pining for the engagement. They don't really mean what they say.
I hope not.
What can we be mad about today?
What is there with LA Knight that you're like, that guy, man? They're holding him down. Like, LA Knight is way above his ceiling, in my opinion. Way over his ceiling. You know, the fact that he's one of the most winningest wrestlers of 2025, and he's in main events every week, and he's feuding. Like, that dude, he's a U.S. champion. I don't understand how he ends up where he is.
And there's people that that they're all about him with it, but then hate Jey Uso, and it's they're kind of similar in the sense that they got over on a but how, you either need to be like, I'm cool, I like both, or hate, you can't pick. I don't know. People can't make up their minds, but it's easier to complain about each one differently, however they want to, whatever fits their narrative.
LA Knight is the Billy Gunn.
Yeah, he's the one Billy Gunn. That's what he is. That specific Billy Gunn with the haircut.
Maybe he's literally Road Dogg. Maybe literally he's Road Dogg.
He's a good mesh of the two.
He's so one dimensional, and people are like, well, it's just because WWE's not letting him. Okay, then TNA didn't let him, and then the NWA didn't let him, and NXT didn't let him, and everywhere he's been the exact same character. The only time he wasn't the exact same character was when he was Max Dupree. That's the only time he was anything
and everybody
different.
hated it. Yep.
And everyone hated it. He's just not. I mean, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a job. But, comparing him to, CM, complaining that he lost to Gunther? Seriously, people? It's you just want something to complain about at that point.
That's what it is. Exactly. No, the IWC. They're just always looking to complain. They just what can we whine about? And they have no patience. No patience.
And they move on so quickly because what happened to Karrion Kross, right?
They were so mad. Same thing that happened with the R-Truth stuff.
People were so mad about Kross. Awful was very mad. Weren't you mad about Karrion Kross? Awful.
I was over the moon. I didn't give a shit about Karrion Kross because I knew what it was with Karrion Kross before even, I'll never forget the time, maybe it was 3 or 4 years ago, whatever. It was on the Keep It 100 podcast with Disco Inferno, and everybody was, Disco most included, was just like, this Karrion Kross character, he's just got it. It's just amazing what he's got, and I'm like, I don't see it. Same idea applied with Bray Wyatt, God rest his soul. But it was just I don't see it, and neither did the rest of the country.
Well, Bray Wyatt at least was
was something different and something on his own. They've shown you with Malachi Black or Aleister Black and Zelina Vega that they can just do exactly what Kross and Scarlett were doing.
That's the point.
You couldn't put anybody else to be Bray with what he was doing. So at least it was original, good or bad. But I mean, what Kross was doing, he was doing the Sean O'Hare stuff where he was the devil's advocate. It's the stuff we've seen a million times, and they just Aleister's obviously more a Triple H guy, and they just let them do it. It's the same gimmick.
Well, because Aleister Black, you can do other things with. Aleister Black can do something else besides the one specific thing that Karrion Kross can do, which is sound spooky. When they tried to make him do anything else, it failed. Because all he can do is sound spooky, okay?
And have a good entrance with the girl. Yeah, No, you're right.
At least Aleister Black is a really good wrestler. Karrion Kross isn't that good of a wrestler either. It's and Aleister Black is in the family, kind of. He's part of it. But you said, they just completely replaced Karrion Kross.
Exactly.
100%. They're just no, we don't need you.
And it's doing the same thing it was doing, filling up space on the mid card. It's fine.
Yeah, getting people over.
Yep.
And guess what? He's not going to complain about it. He's
I
not
told
going
you
to. Go ahead.
I said in the back chat, I think the difference that needs to happen with Aleister Black and Selena Vega, there needs to be a little bit more misogyny. Since they're husband and wife, you need to have at least Aleister Black grab Selena's ass every once in a while. Like, really push the envelope on, like, how sinister they are and how, like, the overt sexual overtones with that team. Yeah, exactly. Like, he's gotta have that and have my dinner ready type of mentality with his wife, because that draws heat. And I think of Kevin Sullivan and Woman when I think of those two.
Right, and I don't think it should be overdone. I don't think it should be like him yelling at her and her looking.
No.
She likes it.
Right,
exactly.
Shawn Michaels and Sherry, kind of like that whole thing. He throws her down to the mat, and she like digs every minute of it.
Right, yeah,
that's their relationship. Yeah, totally, dude. I think that's great. It's just Cross never. He just never. I don't know. He never hit it with me. And I get why people liked him a whole lot, and especially when guys come from the indies, it's like he's your guy. But like I look at like a team like the Righteous or something, and I see way more that I saw in either like LA Knight or Karrion Kross. I look at 10 guys in TNA or even on the indie scene or in NXT and see way more of an upside than these guys that the internet just gets behind. And I don't know. It's silly.
And it just dawned on me. I think they chose Aleister Black and Selena Vega over Karrion Kross and Scarlett for the simple fact that Karrion Kross has got too many hands in different pots. He's got his hand in too many different pots. He wants to be a video editor at some points. He wants to be a jiu-jitsu master at other points. He wants to be a comic book guy here, and it's just like, dude, we just need you to be a badass wrestler who has toxic masculinity. That's what it is. Either Cross or Black needs to have a toxic masculinity to them so that they're, when they deal with their women, it comes across as like uber heat, and it would just work so much better. It worked with Macho Man and Elizabeth. It worked with, it kind of was working with Goldust and Marlena. Terry,
almost in reverse, right?
Like it's like you have to bring that element out, because otherwise, now we're just
be subservient to him.
Yes,
and
help him win matches and be completely enamored with his presence.
Right, and I really think that in addition to all this, I kind of floated over it earlier, but you don't have to worry about Aleister Black going online and getting fans to hijack shows, right?
Right.
And I don't think that is a good thing ever. I don't like. It's one thing to be like, hey guys, get behind me. Let's cheer for Killer Cross and let's be fine. That's great. But he was encouraging fans to hijack shows, which is disruptive to the program that they're making. It's never a good idea to do that.
Right.
I know it might seem like a good idea, to get.
But all the times it was a good idea, it was planned. It was part of the show, like the Yes Movement, or even like the We Want Cody stuff. Like those are all signs that were made by WWE guys. Like all the little hand ones they had, like that wasn't. Those are like the Rusev Day stuff. Like this is planned, guys. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because if you
people
do it,
just don't get it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you doing it yourself is never going to be what they want, because you're completely disrupting the story they're trying to tell. And like I said, it's one thing to get your fans to cheer for you. And here, if you want to build, if you have enough support behind you, then just be like, hey guys, buy my merchandise. Go and bring a Karrion Kross sign to the show. When you tell fans to do what they were doing for Karrion Kross, which by the way ended immediately after he was gone. The show after he was gone, it was over, right? But to do that, you're just gonna piss them off. You think anyone's gonna be back there being like, hey, you know what? I like his gumption. Like those days are gone, man. That's
I like his gumption. Yeah, no, that's no, you're and like. Yes, buy the shirts, or like if he was going to be on, Main Event, like make sure you guys watch that so it gets a bunch of ratings or something wherever they air those, or something with it, something more organic than just,
Hey man, they put me on main event. How sucky is that?
Well, don't even do that. But that Jake's right though. It's like, yeah.
No, that's what he was doing, essentially.
That's what he was doing.
know?
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
What he should have been doing is saying, hey, guys, I'm on main event this week. Make sure you watch and
please
show
watch.
your support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what a guy like Aleister Black would do.
Right. Make it work for him. Yeah. No.
Now, how about that? We did an entire show without AEW Dynamite ratings or anything like that.
We did. So
Nice.
that's kind of what I was kind of enjoying that. But we're going to be doing that on our show. So
Right.
yeah, if you want to hear that, we got probably 4 hours of AEW bullshit coming up on our show.
That's what the episode's going to be
Not quite
called.
as long. Not quite as long. Stop with that.
But I'm going to let Jake go first. Go ahead, Jake.
Oh, wait, you want to do my promos?
Yeah. Do your
Yeah, sure. Well, if you want to hear, we'll do.
Well, you know something, brother.
Let me tell you something, dude. Yeah. No, well, George and I will cover all of AEW, everything they do on Dynamite. We'll talk about the ratings and all that kind of stuff too. And hopefully if Tony Khan goes live, we watch those as well. George prefaces and sets it up, but I go in blind. So you get my live reactions, which is usually just me either laughing my ass off or losing my mind at how stupid he is. But it's a lot of fun. We do that at 9:30 Eastern on Thursdays on our YouTube channel, just youtube.com/@AltJakeTakesOn. It's in my little signature there. Pretty easy to find. If you just type in Alt Jake, I come up pretty easy. It's a simple name to go off of. And then we do our Sunday show on Spaces on X at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. We go live for an hour and 20 minutes. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes not. And then we'll do a regular show that we do on all podcast feeds and on our YouTube channel as well. But I record everything and put it all up everywhere because at this point, we're just still trying to get eyes and ears. So if anybody could go and subscribe and follow the channel, that would help a lot. We are 140, I think, away from actually hitting monetization. So we're not
Nice.
far.
Yeah, we're getting there. At least the first level of it. We've only been doing it since the beginning of March, and neither he or I had any clue what we were doing. We kind of fell into this whole thing, but it's been a lot of fun, and we're going to keep doing it. We've renewed for another year, so we are in for it. I'm enjoying it, whether it's, good or not. We'll see, but we're having fun with it for sure. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Ewan. I appreciate you guys subscribing. Yes, Ewan, there is a show Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Sorry.
For us, I don't know. Awful. What do you think? Should we do it Thursday or Saturday this week? Do you want to
I was
go
gonna say,
on
you
after
guys,
Saturday's
you never
main
know.
event? What do you want to do? What are you thinking? Saturday's main event might be good to go on after. I mean, we're not going to talk a whole lot about Saturday's main event, but it might be a good time to go on still. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Saturday's okay by me. I probably prefer Saturdays, but
Okay.
yeah, we'll give it a shot.
We're a stream.
For
We're not a
Saturday.
show, so we kind of.
We're both. Damn
Yeah,
it, we can be both. A streaming show.
But I think maybe this Saturday. I think Saturday feels right this week because then we'll go on after Saturday night's main event. You can hang out with us, and we'll obviously there's not going to be a whole lot to talk about from Saturday night's main event, right? I mean, it's just going to be guys. The Cena won.
I got a question for the chat.
Right, yeah.
If there was a hotline number, would you call it and chime in your thoughts for the show? Not particularly this week. We had to set that up, but I just want to know if it would be an interesting concept later on down the road.
Okay. Me and Awful have our hands on something though that I'm really excited about.
Ooh, nice teeth.
What are you talking about right now?
The thing I sent you before the show. The thing I sent you before the show. The thing that we have now that we get to review. For This Is Awful, we are going. Do you want me to just? I'll say it. 'Cause you don't know.
No, don't say it.
You know what? We don't
put it in
you
the
don't
back
wanna promote
chat.
it? You know the
We
book.
can promote it just like this. Oh God, he is. God damn, this is so fucking terrible. All right,
I can't
look.
reach my keyboard. Damn it!
We'll reach it, and watch your mouth,
If I
and just hold back. Yeah, so we're gonna take a look at the AEW book, and read through this maudlin fare because, of course, it is fiction. Based solely on the fact that they've completely omitted everything having to do with the brawl out and the CM Punk
Cody.
departure and Cody as well. So
it's like those movies that are like not based on, but like where they say inspired by a true story because they had to change. It was not, they were going to be based on a true story, and then they changed it enough. Like it's inspired by a true story.
Max, watch out for your dad on the 24th of December, because he may just open your presents for you. Like, god damn.
What was the build-up going to be? We're going to be like, do you want to drum
We got a
roll
surprise
to
on Thursday. Check us, or Saturday. Check us out.
We got a surprise Thursday
It's called
or
the bait
Saturday.
and switch this.
No, nobody. Far more people. If we say we have a surprise on Thursday, it ends up being we read the AEW tribute book. Then that's like if Austin Theory is the Masked Man. Okay, that's what ends up happening.
Oh my
Tribute
god.
book.
Did you see they called it a tribute book?
I saw your
Yes.
tweet about it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I didn't
gosh.
initially. Then I looked up. I was like, oh god, yeah. But actually, I mean, that's what it
A
is.
tribute book to a company that's been around 6 fucking years.
Yeah, so
Seriously.
Tony paid to publish this book, right? Like this is not by anybody else. Like he's paid a publisher.
Reagan Books or whatever. The same people
Yeah.
who did all the other wrestling books did this one.
I've got an arrogant theory about it, but I'll keep that to
We'll save
myself.
that. We'll save that for Thursday. We'll say or Saturday or whatever the fuck we go.
The
All
next
right,
time you guys are on, nice,
It'll be Saturday. Saturday, 11 p.m. Eastern,
nice.
10 p.m. Central Time.
Hell yeah.
Going on. Me and Awful, one-on-one, yelling at each other. It'll be great. So, yeah, I think that's about it. If you want to hit up the Discord, just send me a message over on Twitter at aka_dis_, and I will send you a link to the Discord. Awful, you didn't tell them the channel that you're on, so you might want to do that.
Sure, youtube.com/@ Awful Wrestling, AEWFUL Wrestling. You can also catch me on Twitter at x.com/ Awful Wrestling. And also here every Tuesday on Tooney Talk Wrestling. And just so it's well known and put out there, we miss the fuck out of Kevin Apollo.
We do.
He didn't go anywhere. He didn't die or anything. But yeah,
it's a
it'd
good
be
time.
awesome
Man.
to
I think
come
you guys
back
have a
on the
super
show.
chat you haven't got.
Yeah,
though.
I was about to.
All right, I was just making sure I wasn't. Yeah, I saw. Just didn't want you guys to miss that one.
Don't tell me I'll do my fucking job.
That's
Okay.
my fault.
Sometimes you
This-
do,
this
Jake.
is-
Sometimes you got to tell them
This
how
is
to
why
do the
Jake
fucking
shouldn't
job.
help anybody.
I'm
Like this,
joking.
don't ask me for. Yeah, this is why I don't try to help. I
joking.
tried.
I'm
I know.
joking.
It's okay. That's fine.
We got Regina Sharp. I was gonna let her close the show because she's been so
Nice,
kind and
yeah,
gracious
awesome.
to us all show. So I was gonna let her close it. For $5, LA Knight is the kindest, bravest, warmest, most wonderful human being I've ever known in my life. The IWC, by way of the Manchurian. Candidate.
Yeah.
and
He
again,
paid my phone bill.
I did.
He rescued kids from a broken dam.
Puppies from a burning building.
Right.
Like 6 of them.
He dated my sister, and he was really nice to her.
He was a kind and gentle lover.
Okay.
He brought TikTok back to the U.S.
He's a saint.
LA Knight learned how to speak with sperm whale.
As long as he's not doing a Chinese apology, we'll be all right.
But thank you very much, Regina Sharp, and for all your kindness and generosity throughout the night.
Glum gold! Glum gold! Glum gold! Glum gold!
I thought I'd give you one more of those. So thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back next week with a new episode. Marv will be back next week, and me and Awful will both be here. So make sure you are tuning into that
God
right
willing.
here on this, God willing, yes, on this channel. And that's it. So for me, Awful Wrestling, Alt Jake, Marvin the Movie Monster, Kevin Apollo. Oh, and go over to WDW Pro. If you remember, him and Lauren are doing a member show tonight. So
Nice.
And Wrestling Neckbeards.
at Wrestling Neckbeard, that is correct. He what is his YouTube is, or I mean not YouTube, his Twitter handle is just at Wrestling Neckbeard now, right? No underscores or anything like that, I believe.
Don't know.
Okay, you'll find if you search Wrestling Neckbeard on Twitter, you will absolutely.
That is correct. Yes. Wrestling. Yeah.
So, all right, thank you guys very much from all of us to all of you. Have a week.
Now, Perry the Platypus, feel the wrath of my thank you-inator!
Thank you, you piece of trash.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you! Oh, I suppose you want me to say thank you. But you know what? Saying thank you is like jobbing. Thank you!
I got a little message. Thank you. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thanks? For what? Hi-ho from all of us here at Tooney Town. Thank you!
And viewers like you. Thank you.